Yeah, you know what KD and Laughing Stock niggas got that voice. In this crazy world, we gotta make a choice. They say our logic's swishy, but we're making noise from the top of the charts. Here the people rejoice. Stop being buck munchers, just get swishy with us. Join the laughter wave, make a fuss. Stop being buck munchers, just get swishy with us. Join the laughter wave, make a fuss.
Badoom!
Badoom.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Squishy Logic. I am your comedic face and everybody's favourite laughing stock, KD Hinken. Joined as always by the man of the hour with all the voices and none of the choices. He is Mr. Nathan Parish. How are you, Mr. Doobie Doo?
I'm alright.
You alright?
I'm alright.
Doobie Doo.
I'd be doing alright. All things considered, I'd be doing. Doobie doing.
You got a nice healthy blue glow on you today.
I do.
Not just me with a computer glare on me for once.
I do like the computer glare. It makes me look like I'm doing something for James Bond. You know, I'm hacking into something for him.
You're Q.
I'm Q.
That's right.
Yeah, in this instance, I'm Q. I think I could do a better job than that previous bloke.
So on it goes. Well, you're Q, and you just got a Q.
That's true.
I'm
I'm a poet, and I didn't know it.
I said it, not you. I'm the poet.
Yeah, but I rhymed with your thing. So if anything, we're now battle rapping, and I won because you didn't come back.
I think I always win. I think I win.
Oh right, you always win.
I think I just win.
All right.
All right.
I'll get my mate Gas Buff in, and we'll see what happens.
Much like my skill, you cannot probe. Come mess with me, I'll lose you on a globe. Yeah, he's a flat earther.
Man, I'll show you a globe when I open up my robe.
I got two globes. The big and bounty Earth. Actually, one's more like Earth, one's more like Jupiter.
Yeah.
One's bigger. One's always bigger.
Is one a moon to the other? Is it that small, or is it?
That's a bit.
That's a small.
Like
yeah.
Pimple on a testicle.
Yeah, that's a different vibe.
Like
All right, there you go.
Might be a cyst, I don't know.
You might need to get that looked at.
I probably should.
You probably should. Yeah.
But it's not cancer, so I don't care that much. It's a general thing. If it's not cancer, but you don't need to worry too much.
Nah. I had ball surgery. That was fun.
Never would have hurt. Imagine that being referred to as fun.
No, it's really painful. Like,
if you're awake for it.
Astonishingly painful. Like, even afterwards, it's astonishingly painful. It's just like, oh my God, it constantly feels like I've been kicked in the balls.
The difference is, though, as we referenced earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not a wimp.
Oh, you're not a wimp, are you? So you'd have been fine.
I'll be fine.
You'd have been fine with someone taking pieces of your bollock off.
Well, I would be fine mentally, like, yeah, sure, go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I'd get a tattoo of my bollock.
Yeah. I've still got it. It's not gone.
You've got a tattoo on your bollock?
No, I've still got my bollock. It's not like it's gone forever.
Oh,
I
yeah,
get a tattoo to remember it.
No, I'm saying I would tattoo.
Oh, you just get it, just in general, you would get a tattoo of your own testicles.
Not as in, like, I would like tattoo a fake testicle there.
Right, yeah.
That would be hard to do. You'd need like some kind of like 3D
printing tattoo.
Yeah, or like I don't know. I suppose more of a
You'd need Megalon from Megalopolis. So apparently in Megalopolis, I didn't know this, but it's the new film by Francis Ford Coppola. It's the one that he spent like 120 million of his own money from a wine like thing trying to make it happen, right? And it's got terrible reviews. It's got like 34% Rotten Tomatoes. It's just an absolute flop, right?
Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. But like apparently it's about a guy who's trying to like bring a new age of architecture by using something called Megalon, which like builds buildings out of like nanostructures or whatever. And then he finds out that he can use it on his own face. And then it's like, well, what is Megalon? What does this? Are we structures? Blah, 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 blah. And it's just apparently bad. It's just apparently bad.
Even make any sense.
But Megalon could give you back your testicle.
Yeah.
So
Well, you just need a load of nanobots then to stay all the
check
time.
out the cast for this motherfucker as well. Seriously.
Adam Driver, Aubrey Plaza, Nathalie,
Right, yeah,
Natalie
keep going.
Well, Grace Vondervall,
Keep going.
Shia LaBeouf, Chloe Feynman,
John Voight,
John
Giancarlo Esposito.
Oh yeah, Gushwing,
Yeah.
Romy Mars, whoever these people are.
Fucking loads.
Yeah,
They've got fucking Martin Fishburne in it.
I mean, my favourite there probably Aubrey Plaza though. I am a fan of Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, she is good.
She is chuckling.
She is
She
funny.
is deaf in Marvel now.
Is she?
She's Lady Death, yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah, because of is Agatha? Oh, low,
Yeah.
low.
You see that video I sent you, the 15-minute recap? I sent you a 15-minute recap of everything you need to know before.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it in the end. I do need to watch it because I am gonna watch. I think I am gonna watch Captain America in the cinema. Yeah, I'm never gonna get it. I'm never gonna get it. I might watch one or two movies before I go see Captain America because like there's a couple that I do want to catch up
Wet
on.
your feet a bit.
Yeah, you know.
But yeah, I think in general though, I wouldn't bother that much.
I might have to watch a bit of Falcon and the Winter Soldier to get a bit of an idea of what's going on there as well. Because I get a
not
feeling
that much happens. Though. He gives up in that program. All that happens is he gives up being Captain America for a bit and then takes it back.
Yeah.
At the end.
Right. So yeah, bit of a non-story.
Really
it's more just a bro down between the two of them, from what I can tell.
No, I don't know. No, it is more of like oh, I don't want you to be Captain America. Oh, he's not a good Captain America. Though. He murders people.
So he can't be Captain America. I will be Captain America.
The whole time everybody's thinking, but how is he Captain America? He's not even strong. Like it's terrible Captain
He's
America.
got a vibranium suit, mate.
Oh, that does it all.
He's like American flavored Black Panther with wings.
American flavor Black Panther with wings.
Yeah.
No, because even Black Panther has like.
Yeah, he has that stuff, but he doesn't have that. He's just got the fucking. Yeah.
He's a bitch. Like, come on, get some.
He's a wimp. He's a bitch. He's a hoe.
He ain't gonna be able to lift a mole near.
No.
He needs to fix it up a bit.
I mean, no one's gonna be the real Cap, though, are they? No one's ever gonna be able to bring Cap back to that level. But ultimately, Marvel's got to a point now where it's like it's diminishing returns no matter what they do. Like
they said they're bringing him back.
Yeah, but potentially, like he said, he's definitely not. But like that doesn't mean anything in Marvel actor terms. If they say they're not doing something, there's still a 50% chance they're doing it. But yeah, I don't think he'd be coming back as Captain America. I think he'd be coming back as bad Captain America, if anything.
Captain Hydra.
Captain Hydra.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
It makes sense though anyway because it's a multiverse. Like, and these.
And why not do a reverse fucking Fast and the Furious? Fast and the Furious, the guy is always the bad guy, and then the next movie he's joined them.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
opposite of that. Do it the other way around, where it's always the good guys, and now the good guys are turning bad. You know, like fucking.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say like do like Fast and the Furious, like make all these runways too short.
Yeah.
So they go to start like driving away, and then they crash into a wall.
That's the exact opposite of what happens in Fast and the Furious.
Comically way too long in Fast and the Furious. Comically way too short.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more normal for a guy to have situations where something's too short. So.
Yeah. They did a calculation at one point of how long one of the runways had to be. It was ridiculous. It was like half the length of a fucking highway. It's like stupidly long. There's only one fucking like runway that seems long enough to do that, and it's in Area 51. You can see it from Google Maps.
Oh yeah, I've seen the runway, the general picture you always.
And you see like the 3 or 4 normal size runways, and then there's one runway that just keeps going.
Makes sense. If you're gonna have it like some weird runway anyway, you're gonna have it there.
Well, it's one of the reasons why is I think they were working on ramjets for a bit. And ramjets are basically like it's just a big open tube that you fire like fuel into, essentially. and it takes a long time for them to build up speed. But once they're up to speed, they're really fast. But you know, it means you need a really long runway to get them going, and also like they've got heavy cargo and freight coming in all the time and shit. So, you know.
Have you seen the new next gen like Chinese jets?
Yeah, the ones that use plasma apparently.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, apparently they use plasma.
In what sense? What's that mean?
Like to create a sort of a field around areas where it's like high pressure or something to release it so it can do extra maneuvers.
Okay. Chinese fighter jet showing over Chengdu. I find it interesting, first of all, though, but it looks like the I know it kind of looks like the stealth bomber, but it also kind of looks like the triangle UAPs that see.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
One just taking a while to load because of all the things open.
Probably.
Shouldn't do. It didn't before. Preparing a triangular tailless design. Okay.
That's a pretty common thing to have in your fighters now, to be honest. Like the vast majority of next gen fighters are going to be looking like that.
Yeah.
You know,
it is like the South Bomber kind of thing.
Yeah.
That is what I thought though a lot when I used to see it. What the fuck is going on, man? What the hell's going on here? How can the internet be this bad if I'm sharing over the internet?
I'd say let's just
We might have this issue. We've got a lot of
videos. We've got a lot of videos, so
you know.
Yeah.
This is part of the reason I don't like doing video ones.
Yeah, because you can't be sure, can you?
No.
Especially on a Saturday.
Yeah, peak time shit.
Yeah.
So let them know what we're going to see as long
Well, provided the internet is playing ball, we're going to be seeing some weird and disgusting insects. Because the world of insects always fascinates me because it's so much more brutal, so much more sort of, I don't know, fast and aggressive than the world of normal animals. Yeah. And they've all got such big weaknesses. It's like they're all fucking like, some of them are completely fucking blind. Some of them just don't have any mind at all. They just follow the fucking pack. And so you get these, it just takes a little bit of intelligence for something to come along like a fucking a praying mantis. And it's like, suddenly I am king of the jungle.
Well, I think you have to look at insects differently than you look at other animals, because other animals, it is just like they were praying mantis. It's like something has the brains and all that. It's a bit smarter.
Yeah.
But insects kind of work usually more in like a group kind of scenario.
They do.
Hive mind.
Yeah. Well,
and you look at like certain insects, the way they communicate things, and it's amazing.
Yeah, there's certain species that do, but there's quite a lot of insects that are still just lone insects. There's just so many of them that statistically some of them survive long enough to reproduce, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see some pretty remarkable looking insects on the way through here. So we're going to start off. First of all, we're going to make ourselves feel a bit better because we're about to watch some really fucking horrible insects. So what we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves feel better, and we're going to watch an orangutan drive a car.
Did you know that it's when they become the like the dominant male in their group that they grow those big appendages?
Yeah.
So strange.
That's the when they become the alphas, mate. Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it?
Kind of weird how they have like it's like growing tits out the side of
I told you, mate. It's like they've got three genders. They've got woman, man, and they've got woman, man, and ultra man.
They need to go and talk to Trump in the pan because
they've got woman, man, and Joe Rogan.
Is that trying to signify that Joe Rogan is a alpha man? I could not take Joe Rogan seriously if he came being like all alpha man, patting his fist against the floor.
Yeah. It would be a bit embarrassing.
Throwing mushrooms at people. He's a tiny man. That's why he's so famous.
He's a tiny man.
That's why he's so famous for sitting at a desk.
Yeah.
Because everyone looks the same when they're sitting down.
Yeah, and also you never see the two of them in the same shot together. Do you reckon they zoom in a little bit further on Joe to make him seem a bit bigger?
His seat's probably a bit higher too.
Yeah.
Like you don't realise he's in a booster seat.
Yeah, he's definitely got a booster seat. Yeah.
He got all that £1 million, $1 million. He, like 300
Well,
million,
either way.
150 million a year.
Yeah.
Actually, 100 million a year.
It's crazy.
He can afford a secretive booster seat.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's have a look at this.
Yeah. This is amazing. This is an orangutan actually driving.
Utterly amazing.
I didn't know this was a thing. Oh, is it being a bitch again?
Surprised it worked at first.
Yeah. Is it because you paused it? Try refreshing it.
That's a bit stupid if so. No, it's just the first couple
No,
of
it's
seconds
just
of
getting
working.
crunchy. Oh no.
It's always working every other time I go to watch it.
Yeah.
This time it's not for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because they're trying to load at once, which is stupid anyway, because I'm just going to have to load them each time.
Try refreshing again, yeah. The fuck
That's
is
not working.
Oh no.
You could try a few more, but you might just have to not bother because
Oh no.
got rid of them now.
Yeah. Yeah, we've fallen at the first hurdle, it's fine.
Trying to do like all the video ones.
Yeah.
It's really
I was
hard to
hoping
do.
it would work because we'd had so much luck with the other ones. I was like, I'll give it.
If you'd have said I would have suggested not doing that today.
Yeah.
It's just Saturday, ain't it, man? And especially in the middle of that. Although it's not like it's peak time now.
Shouldn't be.
It's not peak time right now, but
Ignore the monkey. Let's go for the second one down. That's better.
yeah, I've still got to go on and share it.
Yeah,
I guarantee it's gonna do it work fine at this point before.
you're right. It did. Is it easy to share a window? I wonder. Will it allow that?
I don't really see why it make any difference, man.
Don't know.
You mean as in just they'd have to keep doing it?
Yeah. Well, just to also be like share the window and see if it's sort of something to do with it trying to do the tab.
You'll see Facebook.
Oh, entire screen.
Can't do that because then every time it'll go on to thingy and stuff.
Yeah.
Way too. And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to move Facebook. Because then I know it's gonna stop.
Well, that's
Thing doesn't work. Do it like this. Just goes onto the wrong one.
yeah.
So you have to go one by one. It's the only way it's going to possibly work.
Well, let's see if this one works. If not, I can always come up with a different plan. There we go.
I mean, you don't have to watch the videos for them. Have you got written down what they all are? Or?
No, but I've got details about the animals. But like you know,
Okay,
so this is the cicada invasion that happened in about 2025 or 2024. Sorry, or was it 2022? 2022. My apologies. So basically, there was a year of an overlap between two different types of cicadas, because normally they don't sort of emerge for extended periods of time, and in this particular year, both of these groups both emerged, leaving everywhere absolutely covered in these cicadas. Now, if you just leave it paused on this one, because yeah. You can see each one of those tiny little dots, well, not even tiny dots, each one of those relatively large dots is a cicada. And that's on every tree.
What is a cicada, though, really? Like that?
So it's like a locust.
Yeah.
You know what a locust is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. but sort of, I don't know if they're bigger or smaller.
They look like bigger.
They look bigger, and they make a lot of noise.
Yeah, that's one thing I do know about. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. Shouldn't be this bad. That's fucking up for some reason.
I don't think it's the internet. I just think that's
It must be. How is it not the internet, man? What's it?
no,
What would it be?
because for some reason we're still streaming. I think we're streaming. Okay.
Yeah, but it normally is a lot better than this.
Yeah.
Like plenty of internet normally.
So that makes no sense at all. It's got to be something to do with the. It's got to be something to do with the plugins and the way it works.
Doesn't make any sense. It seems to be when you're sharing it.
Yeah.
Look, you can share it. Try that again. It was working fine straight away then. And then as soon as you're going to share it, yeah, it's the sharing. It's the sharing. Or maybe this is why we stopped using StreamYard before.
It might have been.
Might be why we stopped. Okay, well that's yeah.
That's put a.
That makes it a bit tricky.
It does.
So you can either carry on without people seeing the videos. You say you've got information.
I've got information.
So I can just look for pictures instead then.
Yeah.
That's it. That'll probably be a lot easier.
Yeah.
So cicada. I reckon that'll be the best way to go about this. There's a whole thing, isn't there, about cicadas as well? Whole internet things.
Yeah.
I know it's obviously not about the insect, but I know I've seen a cicada, which I'm assuming then, from what you said about how they make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
I can assume maybe that's the idea.
Yeah.
You know, why they call the whole cicada conspiracy, because it's something to do with making a lot of noise or something, like an online activist thing.
That makes sense.
I don't even know if it is, but I'm just making wild assumptions.
Yeah.
Totally guessing. So okay, so this is a cicada.
That's a cicada. So there's multiple different species of cicada, as I say, and they all have sort of different lifespans, but quite a lot of them will sort of lay eggs, and the eggs won't emerge out of the ground. I mean, they'll sort of stay around as larvae, and they'll sort of eat things under the ground and stuff, and develop. But it's only when they sort of go out to sort of rebreed and stuff again that they really sort of turn into these flying things.
Yeah, you can see how big they are there. Look,
Yeah.
they're not actually that big. Actually, look, they're quite small.
They're quite small. They're quite small, but they're still
That's
big in
fingertip.
yeah. That's still quite a large insect for something that flies.
Nah, that's quite small. Anyway.
Yeah,
It looks like it's just the fingertip here. Look.
it's still like yeah. They get bigger than that.
I suppose it depends which kind of one they are as well.
Yeah, that's a small
looks
one.
bit
That
bigger.
one's fairly small.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Though again, that's a totally different kind of
Yeah.
again though. Yeah. Oh, that's a much bigger one. If that's actually
So cicadas
that's a much bigger one.
can do things like swarm in large enough swarms to sort of block people from being able to drive. They've swarmed in large enough things to be able to just wipe out entire farm fields of all of their food. They'll just sort of appear
I've
and
seen
just
that,
tear it
actually,
apart. Yeah.
Like it could have been this that they were on about during the locust thing in the Bible. Because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
just appear like a
Well,
plague.
they are like cousins genetically.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's a similar creature.
Yeah, you can tell that just from looking at it, you can tell. There's not really any information there about it.
Yeah. But like cicadas, out of all of the things, like they're not that gross. You know what I
They
mean?
look pretty minor, really.
They're not that bad.
Nah, they look fine. I mean, I'm also an insect fan as well,
But what about
this
ants?
17-year cicada ants.
Yeah.
Ants are the coolest animal of them all.
Do you enjoy having ants on you though?
I've got both of my kids into you have an ant nest.
Oh yeah.
Taking your arm like going like that, just plonking it in, and just having all the ants crawling with your hand.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, we did it all the time.
Why?
I like ants.
Don't you get bitten?
No, I mean you don't want to do it with the red ones too much. The black ones, you don't get bit by the black ones.
Yes, you do.
You don't.
If you fuck them off, you do.
You don't.
Oh, that's crazy.
You just don't. They don't. They have no. They don't have the stuff to bite like the red ones do. And the little venom.
They got acid though, don't they?
Not to bite. They got their own acid to like, like squirt to each other.
Oh, okay, right.
Talk. But no, they haven't got bitey ones.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
Why?
I don't like the idea of having ants on me.
You don't like ants?
Nah.
Even
Not that I don't like ants. I don't want ants on me.
Even like my.
It's like I don't hate spiders. I quite like spiders. Don't want spiders on me. Minute spiders on me, it's fucking fair game. You're going down, spider.
I don't fancy a spider on me, but that's just being well aware that there's even ones in England that can irritate you if they bite you.
Yeah.
But they also are super rare that they want to bite you.
Yeah.
They would do anything not to bite you. Like
They'll try and avoid you as much as possible.
Yeah.
And also, like, they kill other things that are going to be more of a pain in the arse. Spiders will eat flies.
Yeah.
They'll eat like fleas. They'll eat ticks. They'll eat.
You haven't got a lot of flies in your house.
Yeah.
The spiders around eating them.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
Yeah.
If you didn't have spiders around, you'd notice the difference.
Yeah, you really fucking would.
Yeah.
Matilda makes me get rid of all of the spiders, and it's like, oh, but the spiders are helping.
People don't realise as well, though, when you're talking about bugs, that's not a spider. They're
arachnids.
The same thing.
Yeah,
So
you can talk
I'm
about
assuming that would
bugs.
include
You can say bugs because bugs is just a general term.
yeah, that's more of a slang term.
Insect is
Yeah.
specifically 6 legs.
Yeah.
Spiders
6 legs.
are arachnids, but not all arachnids are spiders because you've also got scorpions and you've got camel spiders and
those
mites,
the water scorpion.
water scorpions. Yeah.
The kind of pincers at the front.
Yeah.
Crab almost.
Yeah.
They're funky. They are.
There's all sorts of weird fucking animals. We'll get on spiders later on because, like, a lot of people hate spiders. So we'll leave that to the end if you don't want to sort of.
Ants are amazing, though. Like I said, they're my favourite animal.
They are incredible. They are absolutely incredible. They're
50 times stronger than sorry, they can lift 50 times their own weight.
Yeah.
Which that would be us like pulling a bulldozer in our teeth.
Have you ever seen an army ant swarm?
I've seen all of them.
The army ant swarm is genuinely terrifying because they wake up and at the start of the day and they're like, right, lads, where are we going? And they will just mobilize through the fucking the rainforest and demolish anything in their path.
You can hear them coming as well.
You can, because it's like like that.
There's so many of them.
So many of them.
Like you've seen it. And some of the stuff they can do when they put themselves together, like you see it by here, look, bridging gaps.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but that's something.
And they literally like come across tarantulas, they'll come across small birds and things, and they will just swamp them and just devour them alive.
Mm-hmm.
They are terrifying creatures.
I mean, realistically, like
did you know as well?
They could do much to us.
Did you know?
Apparently, with the biggest answer, I've heard that if you fly down and got covered by them, like you wouldn't be good.
No.
I don't know if it would kill you.
No, you'd have enough chance being a big animal to be able to swipe them off and stuff and get away.
Exactly.
But do that as quickly as you can.
If you were conked out for whatever reason,
yeah,
probably eat through you.
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
Like if you were passed out on the floor for like a few hours.
There was a video that I was going to show you of like army ants just devouring a gecko, and it's just gone in like a few hours.
Really?
Just bones.
Wow. Okay.
It's just they're just dissecting it piece by piece.
Damn.
Yeah, they're fucking terrifying. Did you know as well? Ants have, by their body portion, the highest speed stat of any animal on Earth.
No. Wow.
By their body size, they move like a fucking rocket.
Yeah, for size like in that.
They really do.
They're the quickest animal.
Yeah.
And probably the strongest.
I mean, have you seen how quickly an ant can move? It can like get across a floor pretty fucking quick.
I spent so much time chilling with ants. I know exactly what
yeah.
I spent so much time like playing with ants.
You are the ant man.
I love insects. I always have. I grew up loving them, and now both my kids are into.
Do you reckon you'd be Ant-Man if you were a superhero? Would you like to be able to get small and shit?
I would be Ant-Man if it actually represented what Ant-Man should be able to do.
Right.
Like, be super strong, super quick, like you said.
Yeah.
You think about it, Ant-Man is an actual hero. If it was like Spider-Man, where he had the powers.
You don't just want a
of an
guy
ant.
who shrinks. You want him to have the actual powers of an ant.
Yeah, the bullshit. Man.
The strength of an ant
The
would be
only-
fucking ridiculous.
The only time he has strength is because he manipulates like his size thing. So when he goes from
But if you
small
want to
to
do
big,
that, what about Cockroach? Oh, Ant-Man and Cockroach Boy.
Cockroach Boy just doesn't die.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't mind taking him with him, because it's impossible to kill
It
Cockroach
could be
Boy.
Deadpool, then Deadpool could just go with him. He could, like, put on a cockroach outfit.
Yeah.
Or go small, put on a cockroach outfit, go big, and then just have it on, you know.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
I like that though.
Ants are fucking terrifying creatures.
And there's so
Also,
many.
let's have a little thing about the Guinness World Records here, from the Guinness World Records themselves. In the Argentinian ant, in the 16th of on the 16th of January 2002, my apologies, the largest recorded contiguous colony of ants in the world.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Pussy right there. I know, I'm not even joking. That's got nothing on me.
Yeah. God damn. The largest recorded contiguous colony of ants in the world. That means one single ant colony, non-stop.
Is this where they pour the metal stuff in?
No, this is bigger than that. Stretches 6,000 kilometers, 370 miles, from northern Italy through the south of France to the Atlantic coast of Spain, and is made up of a species of Argentine ant introduced into Europe approximately 80 years ago. The ants have shown the ability to recognize each other, even though they may come from opposite ends of the colony. The discovery of the super colony is the result of a research carried out by Swiss, French, and Danish scientists, whose findings were published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. This is actually 100% verified. A 6,000 kilometer ant colony. That is just like underneath your feet for 6,000 miles. There's little like tunnels and little things, and going into bigger chambers, and then
multiple queens.
They've got to be.
Yeah,
got to be.
But I have heard that before, but never one that big. That's crazy.
That's
like,
crazy.
I've heard the ants like are just everywhere.
Yeah,
just they are.
Yeah.
It's another one, like spiders. We don't realize how much they do.
Oh, talking of
all
that,
insects, realistically, you don't realize how helpful they are for the ecosystem.
Did you know that the amount of ants on the earth is 2.5 million to 1 humans? For every one person, there are 2.5 million ants.
And would that be enough to kill you? That's the question.
Yes.
I don't know.
2.5 million, yes.
I don't know.
2.5 million is a lot more than you think it is.
Yeah, I know. But
2.5 million is about like a foot in this entire room just filled with ants.
Well, there you go. I still think that I could kill that. They're not going to be able to
You're gonna kill that many ants.
They're not going to be able to kill
They're
me.
gonna swarm you.
Yeah, but then I'll just keep pushing them off.
They're not just all the normal ants. These are some of the bullet ants and shit like that, mate.
Bullet ants are also, it's over exaggerated how painful
There's
it is.
but if you've got 80 of them on you, doesn't matter.
Well, we didn't say that bullet ants, so did we?
There's going to be all the ants.
We didn't say that.
You're getting a percentage of all the ants.
Yeah, they're not gonna kill you, but like there's some that will hurt you. Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, will just make you start stamping
Ant
harder. If I had
biome.
shoes on,
Yeah.
then
Ant biomass alone in the insect
it's a
world
weapon.
is about 20% of all of humanity's biomass.
Oh, okay. So even though there's 2 million or whatever for each one.
Yeah. We've still got them heavy wise because, we're fucking humans.
And there you go. That said it all. Then we would be able to kill them.
Yeah, but they're still.
They the same size.
If you're stuck in a room with 2.5 million ants, I'm betting on the ants.
It would depend.
I'm betting on the ants, Carl. As much as I respect you as a fighter,
It would depend whether I'm naked as well, and whether I had a weapon.
whether you're naked,
Yeah, because I'm exposed to bites everywhere.
yeah, but they can get in you anyway.
Yeah, but it's harder. Like you see on
If anything, it's harder to get them off.
What, yeah.
Once they're in,
Yeah, but they're not always just going to be biting you, but they're dumb.
You're not allowed to go into this fight prepared. It's not like a Batman fight where it's like, how am I going to fight
Well, then they're not
2.5
allowed to
million
be, like, they
ants?
shouldn't be
I know how I'll beat 2.5 million ants. A flamethrower.
But they're prepared though, because in what situation would there be 2.5 million ants in one situation? At the very least,
They don't. They're ants. They're not aware of what's
They're
happened.
just all running in from their
You're
collar,
just being thrown into a bunch of ants.
I kick their ass. I love ants. They're weak as shit.
Oh god.
But if they were the same size as us, oh shit! Now look at that. Like that ain't gonna happen.
So
Well, is that an Indiana Jones thing? Apparently,
yeah,
I don't know what's happening there. Is that ants eating him?
I assume so.
No, you don't know either.
I can't remember.
Is that from probably
That's from Crystal Skull. I can't remember what fucking.
I watched that. I watched anything
How many is
at all.
20 quadrillion, Carl?
A lot.
That's how many ants there are on Earth. 20 quadrillion ants.
They're not gonna go hungry for ants anytime soon. They are one of the things they're talking about using as a food source.
They are, yeah.
Because as we saw, there's so fucking many.
Yeah.
I saw ants being used like popcorn. It looked nice.
It does.
Oh, look at that! Look.
Talking
That's
of using,
that's a bit more like it.
talking of using ants as popcorn.
Did that creep you out then? That
What did?
That.
Like it.
That's literally like what I would.
It's not as creepy as some other stuff.
I have to wake you up one night with like a load of ants somewhere. Pour a load of ants into your house. A load of insects. That happened to me. I'll be like, oh wow, cool. Because I'll be like, well, most of them are coming up here because they know they'll die if they do.
Mhm.
Once they do come up, we'll just die, I guess. I don't understand their way. Wow, look, I think there's a big track of these ants here going across her.
Did you know that the most of to talk about eating ants? Look at that.
Ants like to can climb human legs.
Right. So also, did you know that there's ants that will actively fuck up hornets?
Ants that will fuck up hornets.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
There's hornet nests, and these ants will make chains over to the hornet's nest, and then just sort of fill it with ants, and like the hornets can't do anything because there's so many ants. It doesn't matter how many the hornets try and kill.
Yeah.
They just tear apart the rest of the fucking thing. It's brilliant.
They're smart, man.
They are smart.
You know when they've got like when they will be able to kill something, rip something apart.
Yeah. They're tactical.
Taking closer fight shows that the ants is risky. The soldiers with the big head will quickly crawl on my shoes and legs in order to I may find one later in my neck because they don't bite instantly, but when they do, you can't ignore it. See? So in the middle of like a fight against Hurricane William, no one will be biting at the same time because they're idiots.
Yeah.
They'll just be chilling until.
Oh, you'll be fine then. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll just get in a bath.
You just get in a bath.
So
yeah. Did you know that red dye mostly comes from a bug?
What?
Food dye.
Okay.
Red food dye.
That one.
The cochineal.
Oh, that sounds dirty.
The cochineal.
I do feel like I've heard of that. How do you spell that?
COCHI. NEAL.
Cochineal.
There you go.
One of the ones I've never heard of. It looks instantly though like a woodlouse.
It grows. It sort of feeds off of cactuses in Mexico and other places. And yeah, it's just a tiny little bug that picks up this sort of red hue to it, and they crush them down and turn them into dye. Mate, they've got very little flavor. They just look like really red when you crush them, and so it makes a perfect dye. So there's very, very like that's been a problem for like vegan people for a while. Is because like things like Skittles had these things crushed up in them.
Oh. What do they do now? In that case,
I don't know what they use now for vegan red dye. To be honest, you know, what do they use? Do they just use artificial shit?
Probably. It's probably a lot worse for you.
It probably is. You should be crushing up bugs. God damn it, like the rest of us. Had enough with these stupid vegans not eating enough bugs.
stupid, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're as far as they're concerned, the bugs don't have any reason to live. Then
No.
vegans use beet juice or beet powder. That makes
Well,
that
that's
makes a lot
not
of sense.
as good.
It's not as rich
It's not as
of a red.
yeah. I don't think so.
But maybe just more do you use. I do know that as a fan of beetroot, a big fan of beetroot, that shit does stain red.
I'm a huge fan of beetroot as well, actually, believe it or not. I love beetroot. Bit of pickled beetroot. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, not in the there's different ways to have it.
Have you ever had it in a burger?
I think I have. I'm not as keen on that.
I don't think you have to have it in all burgers, but some burgers it works really nicely with. Like if you're just having
burgers.
Well, no.
I'll tell you what favorite thing to have. Pasta with grated cheese, the beetroot,
Yeah.
and a load of tinned roe mixed into it.
Well, that sounds fucking good.
That is good.
I'll tell you what though.
Yeah, that reaction most people don't.
I had a proper gourmet day the other day.
Okay.
I went out for lunch with my brother, and we went to Hickory's, the smokehouse.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. You ever been to Hickory's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking. We had the two sharing platter thing, so you get a little bit of everything, and then he ordered like 4 sides to go with it because he was fucking hungry, and I was fucking hungry too, so I didn't argue.
We had when I went had burnt end brisket.
Oh yeah, the beans and stuff. Oh man.
No, the burnt end one ready.
Oh right, yeah.
Bring it little pieces of the burnt
Yeah,
end.
yeah. That's good. That's good. No, we had loads of shit. So I had frickles. You know what a frickle is?
I ain't got a clue.
A frickle is a fried pickle.
Oh.
So they chop a pickle like quarters lengthways, and then they just dip it in Cajun batter and then deep fry the whole thing. And it sounds like it shouldn't be good. It sounds like it shouldn't.
Right there.
But weirdly, they're fucking delicious. And there's 2 ways of doing frickles. There's that way of doing frickles, and then there's the other way of doing frickles where you slice them thin and you do them like little fried chips.
Is that because they hardly taste like pickles? Though? Is that the only reason why?
Oh no, they definitely taste like pickles.
Okay.
They definitely taste like pickles.
That does not sound like in the slightest. Like absolutely not in the slightest.
Not in the slightest.
Is it like kind of like some weird briny onion ring? I like onion rings.
Not briny. It's like it's definitely pickly. Like it hits you with that delicious pickle flavor.
I only like the onion rings that you know, like when you bite into them, it's soft. It's not. I hate when you bite into it and like the onion comes out in one go. Like,
Oh, you don't like a crispy onion ring, yeah?
That's pointless.
Yeah.
It's just silly.
I like the doughy onion rings. I like the crispy onion rings as well, though. But they do need to be done right so that when you bite the onion, it doesn't just rip all out and then you just sat there with a bit of fucking batter.
Pointless.
Pointless.
Unless you're gonna eat it all in one go.
And you know why that happens? Because they use the outer bit
lazy.
of the onion. They use the outer bit of the onion that's a bit drier, and it doesn't have that sort of moisture to mix it in properly. It's lazy.
And, yeah, they're just lazy. That's all it is. They tell you that's what it is, but really it's just lazy.
Yeah.
So you type in cochineal and red is the first thing you go
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
That's what
It's crazy, isn't it? Poor
I'll tell you
little
what's a
virus.
terrible insect that I don't appreciate at the moment.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez is an insect.
It might as well be right now.
Why?
Have you not seen the little video she put out on Instagram?
No.
Crying over illegal immigrants being deported and stuff. But you're a fucking idiot, man.
Well,
What?
she's Mexican.
You're illegal, first of all, though.
She's Mexican.
I'm crying over all the rapists being sent out.
They're not rapists, all of them.
No,
Come
you know the
on.
ones that are that's not the ones that are being deported first are the criminals.
Not
It
necessarily.
is. That's
They're just
what
getting the
they're doing.
people that they can. That's what governments do. They get the people they can so the numbers look good and then tell you whatever they
Yeah,
fight.
but it makes sense that it would be the criminals they'd have to do, because if it's the illegals, then the only ones that they can get to are the criminals, the ones that have done something, they've grabbed them.
Not necessarily, because
Connected to
people, there's lots of people who are like, I reckon my neighbor's been using me illegal immigrants, and now that Trump's in power, I'm going to be saying, yeah, check that shit out. And
but
I'm going to be calling in all those people I see outside the Home Depot.
Just because they say that doesn't mean that they are fucking illegal, though.
No, not necessarily,
If they are
but
illegal, then
yeah, well, yeah, no,
Well, look.
I do get the point.
What with you?
I do get the point, but at the same time, I do think it's fine to have sympathy for someone. I do think it's fine to show sympathy for another human being.
I'm so sorry that this is happening to you, and I can't do anything about it. Like, more than anything, it's the fact that she thinks her talking about it is going to help.
Nah, it's not going to help.
It's
at
like
all, yeah.
it's stupid. It's like when Lady Gaga, when I stayed recently, she was like, she got an award or something.
Yeah.
And she was like, just so you know, trans people are not
Oh,
invisible.
yeah.
Trans people are not invisible.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no shit, man. We
Yeah.
hear about them all the time. Not a case where they're invisible. They're loud. That's the problem. Definitely not invisible.
I was more on with fucking Chapel Rowan's thing where she was like, hey, old guys, pay your artists more if you want to keep them. It's like Chapel Rowan.
I don't know who that is.
You'd probably recognize her if you saw her. Matilda's huge into Chapel Rowan, loves Chapel Rowan. Got a song called Pink Pony Club, loves that one.
Pink Pony Club.
Yeah. Pink Pony Club, I'm gonna keep on dancing in the Pink Pony Club.
I'm sure that was an amazing one.
I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood.
I'm not gonna lie, there's so many artists that I just don't know their names anymore. Like, so many from the days of like Dua Lipa and all that.
Yeah, but she goes on stage in like full on armor. It's fucking.
What?
It's so weird.
She's that worried about getting fucking shot or something.
She's a hardcore like, oh, men are pointless lesbian.
Men are pointless.
Yeah.
Someone needs to walk her through a biology lesson. She thinks men are useless. Like, do you know how you were born, lady?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, men are not great.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, but women aren't great either.
Uh,
None of us are great. People aren't great.
people can be shit. Yeah.
Insects are so much cooler than people.
Yeah, because insects are fucking 100% truthful about what they want.
Yeah, they're just doing their thing, man.
Yeah, they're just being fucking insects, bro.
Yeah, there's no bullshit.
Did you know there are over 12,000 species of ant across the entire globe?
I know that there's a heck of a lot, and then you got all the weird versions of them because you got like, you know, leaf cutters, the army ones.
Leaf cutters are so cool as well. Did you know that leaf cutters are farmers?
Okay.
They are agricultural farmers.
So there's so much shine.
Not agricultural, sorry. Floral, whatever it is. Herb. Yeah. Plants. Yeah.
Like,
What they do, they take the cuttings, they put it in near a fungus, and the fungus is what they then use and feed off of. So they
feeding it.
Yeah, they grow fungus to eat.
That's okay.
That's fucking cool, man.
So smart, like,
and there's another group that fucking keep little insects that sort of go around and they keep other things away to use them as like little pets almost. It's brilliant.
That's a kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've seen like them bury the dead and stuff too.
Yeah.
I've seen them do that like a little graveyard.
Yeah.
Want some of the bits in there as graveyards, you know. Everything you can think of, like, you know, different rooms in there that essentially are like, you know, you could argue this is like a gym.
Yeah.
Like a
library. Let me tell you the spells of the ants.
They need to communicate with each other though. So.
Maybe they do have spells.
I've seen them when they're walking along and something happens to the trail that they're following along to, the start track, and they get stuck into a circle and just keep going until they die.
Yeah.
They literally keep. I said they're smart, but they're dumb in that sense.
Yeah.
When they get lost,
they're smart as a group.
Yeah. As soon as some get,
individual, they're stupid.
Yeah. As soon as some get separated from the group, they're lost.
That's it. They're gone.
They're done. There's no help for them.
Yeah. If they accidentally come across a trail, they're all right. Because, you know, the trails spiral out in all directions. So they just sort of keep walking and hope they hit something.
I've never had a good ant farm. I've tried a few times.
Yeah.
I watched somebody, though, that has a vivarium filled with, like, ants and stuff.
Yeah,
Canada.
Yeah, I've seen that guy.
It's cool.
Yeah. I love that kind of shit. I
want an ant farm, a big, good one eventually.
There was one guy I saw who was doing, like, a completely, like, natural enclosure for his hamster. And it was really funny because his hamster became the apex predator of the enclosure.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing everything for the hamster.
But it's so weird seeing a hamster like as the apex predator, like the fucking T-Rex in Jurassic Park. Yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, yeah, I fucking got this.
What?
Oh, fucking mealworms. Yeah. Yeah. And he's just going around chomping on little bits of grass that's been growing out of his shit at the bottom of the thing, and it's all starting to sort of.
Every now and then you'd have to put him in his place. You'd have to go to the clothes and punch him.
Yeah.
And then get back out, and he's just there like, fuck. Like a kangaroo. And I think you want something like that. Get like a little kid to go in there and punch him. That's a better.
Yeah.
You're going there, punch the hamster.
Punch the hamster. I don't think they need to punch the hamster.
Why not?
Maybe a flick at most. And even that seems aggressive for a tiny hamster.
It doesn't hurt. But to be fair, I am thinking guinea pig size. And I forgot hamsters are smaller than guinea pigs.
Yeah, even a kid punch is going to cripple a hamster if it's a good one.
It's not a good punch, though. Okay, a baby punch, a baby slap. You know, when they're playing with something and they just slap it a bit.
At one point, my hamster bit me and I leapt in the air so hard and flicked my hand. It hit the ceiling and then fell down on the bed. It never bit me again. I felt so bad, though. I was like, ah, shit, like that. It was so fucking bad. He really wanted to bite me.
I've never killed an animal or flung an animal.
Yeah.
I've had an animal thrown at me, though, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
It was a cat.
Yeah.
And it attached to me.
Yeah.
I didn't mind, though. Well, I did.
Of course you did.
Yeah, it attached to me.
I had someone's fucking.
I loved it.
Yeah. I had someone's poodle try and have a go at me at one point. That was fun.
Oh, poodle. That's not a real fight. Why you even bring that up? That doesn't even exist.
What do you mean?
You might as well say I had a fight with a unicorn.
Poodles are not actually wussy dogs. They're like actual guard dogs. You know that, right?
You tell yourself that. Did they have a tutu on when they did it?
They're probably dangerous little fuckers. They're aggressive.
Look at Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
Go on, let's hear the next insect, which I'm sure is scarier. Not as scary, sorry, as a poodle.
Sure it's scarier.
Can't be scarier than a poodle. I mean, a poodle, that's the scariest of all scary dogs. That is right there.
Yeah.
You got Doberman, Alsatian, Klaus Kinski, poodle.
Okay. Right.
Poodle at the top.
So, the human biomass. Let's put all of the biomass stuff into context. We have 7.8 billion humans weighing in at 0.6 gigatons, 600 metric tons of fat ass human. Right? That's what we are.
Yeah.
Right.
To be fair, there is a lot of us, and yeah, there is. I can confirm from AI, there is a total mass of all humans on Earth. It's about 0.01% of the planet's total biomass.
Yeah.
So that makes us sound like we're not chubby, but we are.
Yeah.
I think that was what you just said as well, actually. Here, where's it gone?
But here's the thing:
biomass of living organisms on Earth is estimated 545.8 gigatons of carbon.
All of the insects on Earth weigh the same that we do.
7.8 billion.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a look then. The human
so
biomass.
They weigh, yeah.
Yeah. About 7 billion, that's crazy. Anybody can do it. It doesn't really matter anyway. I'll go back to actually no, I'll go back to with the insect biomass actually.
Yeah. Although this is what I was going to say later. Insect biomass has declined.
Oh.
And it has continued to decline for a very long time because people have continuously been using pesticides.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, no matter how much you try and use a pesticide in one small area, the pesticide is going to get out. It is going to spread around and it is going to cause a drop in other insects. It's like, do you remember when you were a kid and you were driving around and like your parents were taking you out or whatever, or you were on a bus and you got off and you look at the front and it's just covered in fucking like insects.
Yeah, to be fair.
Absolutely plastered in them back in the 90s. And now you can drive all the way up and down the country and you barely get any insects on your car.
It's a good way to point it out, actually, yeah, because you see that all the time. You see it in films as well, you know, like, yeah, you just really don't see it as much anymore.
It doesn't happen. Yeah, doesn't really fucking happen. And that's because we've been slowly destroying all of the insects,
So you're
which
in-
unfortunately then has a knock-on effect because you start killing other things that rely on the insects as food, because everything
yeah.
relies on insects as food, and then they get eaten and they get eaten and they get eaten and then we eat that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We just eat everything, really. And that's the easy way to put it. It's like people always talk about the bees disappearing.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Yeah, it's sort of ironic.
And in
because
this,
it started on Doctor Who, that did.
yeah,
And then it became like a thing.
oh, it wasn't on Doctor Who. That's been talked about for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Since the 60s,
I
that's
guess
been
the
talked
first
about.
time I saw it was Doctor Who.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
But
been
this was,
talked about for a long
recently,
time.
Like, this is the people that would be talking about it that I'm on about wouldn't even been alive in the 60s. So
Yeah.
it's a new wave of it done.
Yeah.
I didn't know they'd been disappearing that long. That's
For a
not
long
good.
time, for a very long time. And the reason why
Can't
is,
blame
again,
us.
because of
That's-
pesticides. And we use pesticides
Since the
that
60s,
you can find pesticides now that are specifically good to use around bees and won't hurt bees.
Yeah.
But for some reason, our government, while it was under the Tories, decided to go, yeah, fuck it, we use those anyway. Even though we've seen a massive decline in bees. And if bees die, you end up with a massive fucking problem. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I mean, I've seen a few different things like, where the Tories especially have just, I can't remember, there was something very recently I heard
Mm.
where they just decided to be like that, exactly the same, like,
Yeah.
fuck it, we'll just do it anyway. I can't think what it was.
Did you
The
know
fluoride
about...
thing was weird to learn about.
But you
Don't see the point.
yeah, everyone talks about bees being really important as well. But did you know about the life cycle of the fig wasp?
Well, like I've heard of
Yeah. Let me see if I can get it up.
that. That's something I bet you said a lot.
Not really.
Let me just see if I can get it up.
I've only ever had a little problem with that.
Emphasis on the little.
So, the female fig wasp has a fucking weird little life.
Oh, that's a weird little thing, isn't it?
Because what they do is they are sort of born, they grow out, and their entire life is dedicated to finding a fig and squeezing inside it.
Oh, okay.
And they all squeeze inside the fig and have a lovely little orgy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a cool animal.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
And that's basically what they live for. And this is an example. This is an example of quite a lot of animals, not animals, insects. Sorry, where they literally only live for about a day or 2 days, and in that time they have to eat and fuck, and that's it. And they have a whale of a time.
Yeah.
They spent all this time being a larvae in the ground, waiting to come out again, and then all of a sudden, here we go, fucking Roger in and eating time. Yeah, let's live like Henry VIII.
That would be kind of, is that a terrible life though? Because
Yeah, people talk about coming back as an insect, as like a fly, as a bad thing. I think
Yeah.
it sounds like a pretty good fucking go around.
But at the same time though, you haven't got any like, sexual organs. Like in the
True.
sense that you're gonna enjoyable things.
True.
So imagine just be sitting there fucking and just thinking, like, oh, wish you could feel this. So imagine if you were some kind of paraplegic that had a constant.
You don't know. You don't know how much a fucking a fly enjoys sex.
I mean, I feel like I do by looking at this.
Yeah, but how you don't know.
I don't. You're right. I don't know. Have you
That
ever seen a
that
fly
could
have
be
sex?
pure ecstasy for that fly.
I've seen what is it?
Just connecting, like, yeah, just one non-stop orgasm.
I remember finding two on the car and they were big. It was either I can't remember now if it was dragonflies or crane flies. It was one of the two,
Right.
and they were just banging on the car, and they were attached. Like no matter what, they were just attached.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like yo, you look like you're into.
You're into that shit,
But they were
and I
attached.
respect it.
I don't know if they didn't look like they were having fun though.
Yeah.
If anything, they looked like they were doing a job. That they had to just get done. I feel like it's like imagine like everybody's been with a girl that's
Yeah.
not really been that into it. Imagine that's all you ever get. That's all you.
I don't think I have.
Okay, well,
sorry,
it might be a psych thing. I don't
sorry
know.
to burst your bubble because I've not been with that many people, so I've sort of we've both been proper into it by the time it's gone down. So
I've been with quite a few, and some of them are not into it. Sometimes. It might just be because I fell asleep. I don't know. It might be my bad.
Well, it's not your fault.
I don't tell me to do it. I do it.
Yeah.
Some girls, have probably into that kind of thing. Is what they ask for it.
Yeah.
Be like waking up by it, like, okay, you change your mind, that'll be me going to jail. True. I don't understand this.
Yeah.
And then complain when you wake them up to double check. It's like, oh, what's that? Oh, sorry.
No, I couldn't find a thing for the total biomass of cockroaches.
Oh, that's a big shame.
But cockroaches are our next topic.
Okay.
Because as we saw, well, as I
And an ex who's terrified of cockroaches.
cockroaches are horrible creatures. Well, I say they're horrible creatures. They're not the worst creatures in the world, but they're not pleasant.
Depends, to be fair, first of all, in my opinion, it depends what kind of cockroach you're on about.
Well,
To me, these ones here, look, these ones are just the bitch ass cockroaches.
yeah,
They're bitch ass ones, whereas them, no, not them, actually, not even them, actually.
those are proper cockroaches.
No, they're not the proper ones still. I'm on about like the burrowing ones. I'm trying to find them. They're more like them. They're a bit more like them. Oh. The burrowing cockroaches or the hissing cockroaches, they're pretty good.
Madagascan hissing cockroaches are actually a pet.
Yeah, I knew somebody that.
Yeah, and they eventually stop hissing around people that they like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do they ever really like? Is the thing though? When you hear things say that, it's like I don't really think and insects really have enough brain.
No, I think they just know that they don't get hurt around the smell. Yeah.
That makes more sense.
I mean, that's what I had to do with one of my hamsters. She was
Yeah.
blind, and
Oh.
she'd been given away by a family because the kid couldn't get used to the hamster being blind.
Oh, I shouldn't have poked its eyes out.
Well, that's the problem. The hamster was like a little bit aggressive because obviously you're sort of coming up to her and like touching her, and she's got no idea that there's anything anywhere near her, and suddenly getting freaked out. So we used to sort of, slowly get her used to my smell and shit. And she used to love egg, man. That hamster loved egg. Absolutely adored it.
I had a hamster, a little dwarf, Russian dwarf hamster.
Yeah, Russian dwarves are the best, man.
Yeah, they used to bite me all the time.
Yeah.
Could never get him to chill out.
Yeah, some of them don't. I had one that we called the Wolverine because he was just so aggressive all the time.
Yeah.
And
They just died randomly, actually. I think they do.
they do. The thing is, they die really quick as well.
Their hearts just really give out quickly because they're so
Not even that. They just have loads of reasons why they can die. Literally loads of reasons they could die. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is.
I had one when I was younger and he broke his leg. I remember that.
That's bad.
I was like probably younger.
Yeah.
I had like a three-story kind of house thing.
Yeah.
He was climbing on the top and then he fell, got his leg stuck, and then fell.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
I mean, I might be making it worse in my head because I was young.
Yeah, it's hard to say, innit?
I was animals, so it traumatized me, I think.
But yeah, cockroaches are absolutely fucking freaky. And here is why they are indestructible.
Well, that's not completely true, but it is very true. The shape,
Yeah,
a lot of it.
well, there's quite a lot more as well. Cockroaches can regenerate limbs.
Yes.
So if you can tear the leg off a cockroach or a head, yeah. Well, the thing is, the head grows the rest of it back.
So it goes from the head.
Yeah, I think it goes from the head, and it's pretty fucking gross. That is a thing that can happen.
They really are though the true survivors.
They are. They also show strong resistance against things like radiation.
Yeah. Because of the shell, I think.
Because of the shell and the way it works as well.
Because of their,
but they also they have a layering body method in a way.
Adapt to it quite well as well, can't they?
Yeah.
There's a lot of them in I think there's a lot of them also in the whole
Chernobyl. Yeah.
At the moment, and the one that they're wow, they're really adapting.
Yeah.
But everything is though, we've seen that in general, animals just seem to be able to adapt to radioactivity.
Well, I mean, there's people who still live in the exclusion zone as well.
Yeah, and that's the argument that maybe we do too, because the planet used to be radioactive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at certain times it was more and less, etc. Evolution could have just had a gene that was in there that dealt with radioactivity, and it's just been dormant forever.
Yeah.
And now it's just needed.
Well, we'll find people who don't have it and do have it when we end up with a lot of radiation about, which won't take too long. Don't worry about it.
There's a place where there should be a lot of radiation, but it's just not. Just nearby, where there should be a lot of issues. But it's just not, which is weird. But then there's other places where there are. So
Yeah.
maybe it depends on the kind of radiation.
Yeah.
The kind of pollution.
Well, it's also, it could have like underwater lakes and like, you know, channels and stuff that's carrying radioactive water to a certain area where it's pooling under the ground, or, you know, vice versa. Or...
three different reasons.
Yeah.
Probably depends on how it's getting into, etc.
Mhm.
But no matter what, cockroaches are just like,
Cockroaches don't give a
One
shit.
thing.
And also, you can stamp on a cockroach, and most of the time, the cockroach will survive because of its layered body system.
that's more the boring ones again. Though. I don't think about these ones in the middle. Like
Oh, no, it's all of them.
those wimpy ass cockroaches, though, look, they're not built the same.
They are.
They're not exactly. Look at them, you know, their legs overshadowed. Like,
That's one of the
legs come
reasons.
out past their shell more.
Those ones aren't quite the same. Those are a different type.
American, that's what I mean. The American, like the wimpy
That one, no,
cockroaches.
did you mean the one you got the pointer on at the moment? No, those are the ones that can survive being stomped on very easily.
They more okay.
Yeah, because their body's even flatter than the other one,
Right.
and they can take being crushed to within, what was it, 1/10 of their body like size.
Right, yeah.
So they can get crushed like paper thin, and it doesn't matter to them.
So they're just more got the armor plating essentially.
Yeah,
that's their version.
that's their version.
And they can just flatten. Okay, that makes sense.
The American ones flatten down, so you can stomp on them, and they'll just keep running. Stomp, run, stomp, run, stomp, run. They don't care.
A lot with ants too.
Yeah.
But it's because they're so small, you forget the grooves on your trainers. That's what that is most
Yeah.
of the time.
But it also means that cockroaches can slide into tiny cracks. There was a video that I was going to show you where there's a guy just sort of spraying what appears to be just a water butt. You know, just not even a water butt. Sorry, like not even a boiler, like that kind of thing in the house. And there's like a little seam just around the edge of the boiler. And he's spraying stuff into it, and at first nothing happens, and then they just start dropping out like just cockroach. Just so fucking many of these nasty little fuckers. And he's just still spraying, still more cockroaches. And there can only be a tiny little gap in there. It cannot be a big one, but he's just dropping masses of cockroaches out of this tiny little area. Because they all squeeze themselves in because it's nice and warm in there.
Biomass, you know how many there are. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
You think about how many drop down you on about. Was that probably even crushed down properly? You know, would that even be the same biomass as a person?
I don't know.
I don't know. Obviously, but
I don't know. It wasn't
you know
quite
what I
that
mean?
many in that. But like you've seen other videos where like there's entire houses that are covered in it. There was this one where there was a news report where a house had become abandoned and it had just been overtaken by cockroaches. Like the entire interior was just filled with them, and everyone around them was starting to get infested with cockroaches as well, because they were just sort of because like, well, we're out of food here, but this is where we all nest, so let's go out in night and get food. So they were just getting invaded by cockroaches. Like someone would have to burn that house down to stop the cockroaches.
Even then, like, you know, they'll run away from it.
Yeah. They'll just go to all the other houses. Yeah.
The best thing you can do is try and surround it with like sticky pads and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
The sticky pads and stuff are really good for pests.
Yeah.
Even for mice, and mice are the hardest things. Like, they're even smarter.
Yeah.
Mice are so goddamn smart, man.
They're ridiculously smart, although not as smart as rats. Rats are as smart as small dogs, essentially.
But the thing is, like, mice, you always hear about them doing more stuff, though, like, and the videos always come out of them as well.
The thing about mice is mice are crafty, but rats are super intelligent to the point where they can actually look at a human's face and they know if the human's going to attack them or not. They're like, oh, that's a friendly human face. I'm fine. Or, oh, that's a human who's tired. I'm fine.
Birds are really smart.
Yeah.
Birds are proper smart.
Yeah. There was a video I was going to show you as well of ticks. Right, and there's this deer.
Trying to get in you, don't they?
Well, that's it. There's this deer covered in ticks, like horribly covered in ticks. Yeah, and it's drinking out of a water thing, and these crows just start. Yeah, the crows bounce down, and they just start pulling ticks off, like 1, 2, 3, 4,
cool.
Just eating all of the ticks.
Like symbiotic kind of thing.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I mean, the deer is bloody by the end of it, but like.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. Fucking right.
But the hell he was
Ticks are
getting
fucking.
anywhere.
Ticks to me are the most disgusting like creature on earth. They are so fucking horrible.
I think the thing
They
that,
just dig their head into your fucking flesh and just swallow. It's
I think
gross,
the thing that
man.
grosses me out more is like the idea of something like living in the ear. When
Oh,
my ear first started being weird, I
yeah.
thought it was that.
That would be fucked. I couldn't deal with that.
You probably have to, though. You would never take a choice.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you would do. It's not an easy thing to deal with either because you've got to coax them out. And generally speaking, it's not easy to coax an insect out of a damp warm hole.
Yeah.
Dark, everything it likes.
Do you want to know some diseases you can get from ticks?
Sure.
You can get chikungunya virus.
I've heard of that a lot.
You can get Crimean Congo hemorrhage fever.
I can imagine what that does.
Yeah, you can get dengue virus.
I've heard of that one.
You can get leishmaniasis.
All right.
You can get Lyme disease.
Oh.
You can get malaria.
Ooh.
You can get tick-borne encephalitis. You can get West Nile virus. You can get something from the Lone Star tick in Texas, which I tried to make a stand-up bit about this, but I couldn't find a way to get it to work, right? In Texas, the most meat-eating state in the most meat-eating country in the world, America, right? Texas has a tick there called the Lone Star tick, which, if it bites you, makes you allergic to red meat.
Right.
So they can't eat beef.
Well, that stinks.
Imagine being a cowboy out there on the frontier and you get bitten by a tick and no longer can you. I can't eat no beef rib no more. I can't. I just have to have the beans and the pork.
And the person who realised that as well, like after eating a tick, they suddenly started throwing up whenever they had red. Maybe that was an excuse and it was a vegan. That's how vegan is.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I can't do that no more. I got bit by a tick and I got allergic to meat.
I better just
So
hold the plant.
give me some spinach.
So, as I said, though, I still think vegans are a lot better than vegetarians. Vegetarians just half-assed and completely.
Did you see that a vegan tried to climb Everest to prove that vegans could do everything that meat eaters can do, and she died?
What?
She died.
Oh, balls.
She froze to death on Everest.
Oh, damn. Is that because she'd never been able to complete it, or was it just a ball ache?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I know there's plenty of meat eaters that have died.
But the fact is,
that's the problem.
I'm sure they do. But she went up there specifically to prove it.
Sure, she doesn't have any regrets about her life at all.
No, none at all. None.
If she doesn't, then she fucking needs it.
The thing is, in those environments, especially where it's really cold, one of the things they do in the Arctic, if you sort of get caught out freezing for a long time, is they will, first of all, they'll drag you in somewhere warm, but then they'll basically make you drink a hot chocolate with butter in it and make you eat a block of butter.
Just a fat.
Just to
instant
fat in you to sort of go, sugar you up and fat you up, because that's the only way to really sort of get you out of hypothermia, is your body go, oh, it's okay, I've got loads of fat, it's fine.
Northwestern Canter, cheap viewers on what the hell?
Oh, for fuck's sake, we keep getting these.
I think everyone gets them, to be honest with you. You just get lots of bots on things now.
Yeah, especially now with the AI shit.
Yeah, be good to. I might start, like I said, doing it on OBS again, but like don't know whether to go back to doing it onto Rumble. I've been uploading every now and then onto Rumble. Still.
Yeah,
it's just hard to know. I do like this going on to all different things. I think just more than anything, it's about picking a time as well. I think Sundays I might try restreaming one again tomorrow, like like a video file, I can play it like that.
Yeah, it's not a bad channel.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Seeing how that goes with it, because I think there might be something to that with it being on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Maybe replay whichever one comes out on the RSS.
Yeah,
that'd be a good way to do it.
Probably a good way.
So last week, that would have been Klaus Kinski.
Klaus Kinski, yeah. Bit of Kinskiism. Kinski, you're a crazy fuck. Kinski, you're a total schmuck.
He is a bit crazy fuck.
Yeah.
What other insects you got for us here then?
Um,
'Cause I'm holding back. You know, insects I know.
I was going to show you a video of a scorpion hunting cockroaches,
Ooh, okay.
because that's a thing that scorpions like to do. They like to have a little bit of munch on cockroach every now and then.
They like to munch on whatever they can.
Yeah, they do. So as I mentioned before the podcast, and as you're aware, scorpions existed before the dinosaurs in their current form. They're one of those ones like a horseshoe crab, like a crocodile. They like, this is a great idea. I'm not shifting from this. This is like the pinnacle of me. You know, I'm living my best life right now.
Pretty much so.
Like sharks did the same thing. Sharks were like, this is fucking brilliant. I'm just going to change sizes and head shape occasionally. Like from now on, I am shark. Right.
Listening to a thing of him doing sorry, I'm a shark with like a kind of like a saw blade, prehistoric times.
Oh yeah,
Kind of blade.
yeah.
Then I realised it might have been. They used to think it was like it essentially was the lower jaw,
Right.
and now they think it was inside the lower jaw.
Oh.
So it's like, you know, it had like an underneath still.
Yeah.
It was like, I guess I was kind of trying to mimic how it must have done it. I remember specifically doing it. I was like, it's not like. Beside them, you'd have to slice them, so you'd have to be like,
Yeah.
I remember this when I was looking at this video, thinking it was like they had a real fight in the middle of a match.
Right.
These people got angry at each other in the rumble. Well, he did anyway. The one
Right. Okay.
afterwards, he was like throwing shit around the backstage, being like moaning he had to get his shit in. He took the piss out of it. It doesn't matter.
Do you know scorpions give birth to live young?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
They're normally eggs, isn't it?
It's eggs.
Yeah.
You'd think eggs, like every other fucking insect or bug on Earth or arachnid.
That's
No.
so weird.
Fucking live young.
No, now think about it. I've seen it before and it never come out of eggs, but I never really questioned it.
Yeah.
Because I have seen the tiny little scorpions come out.
Yeah.
There was something else I learned about it. It's like that gives birth to live young.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It was one of the things that they were talking. Oh, gotta put it like that. Oh, cha. Right, yeah.
You're right.
Oh, it's just a good smoke.
Okay.
There was what was it now? It was something that they thought was extinct. That it come to me. I've been watching a lot of things, you know, where they were like questioning. It's Forrest Galante. I don't know if you know who that is.
I think so. Yeah.
He's one of them people that goes out like he doesn't, you know, he'll go and search for animals that were supposed to be extinct. But obviously, things are always supposed to be extinct, and then they find them.
Yeah.
And he's found like 4 or 5 animals now that were supposed to be extinct, and he found them. There's loads of them out there that people talk about. He's also into like looking for cryptids too.
Yeah,
proper,
but
like-
I guess he's had less luck with the cryptids.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But
Well, they're
a lot of
wily,
times-
those Sasquatches.
Huh?
They're wily, those Sasquatches.
He has had some success with cryptids,
Right.
but generally speaking, it's in the sense of, well, figured out what it was. It wasn't a cryptid.
Yeah.
It was a bear.
Yeah.
So this one they went to, and I forgot what the name was.
Lots of times things turn out to be bears.
Yeah. Just one with a speckled bear.
Yeah.
You don't get many of them in the area, but you do get them.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
So I watched a video of this woman being scared, like chased by something in the woods. And like she was like, was it a guy or something like that in the comments after? And it's like, no, that was a bear. You were being followed by a bear. You were very lucky you escaped. You got followed by a bear. Like this thing is quite obviously like bear shaped. It's terrifying.
Oh bugger. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get chased by a bear, man.
And it brings up that question though, doesn't it? Do you want to be in a forest with a man or a bear? Well, that woman found out wasn't a great idea to be in the forest with the bear.
Anyone that says a fucking they'd rather be in there with a fucking bear is a
Doesn't
fucking
understand what bears are
idiot.
like. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They're fucking
Yeah,
retarded.
I
Like
know.
it would have to be like, I don't know, like 10 people for me to even think about it, and those people would have had to really be like cannibalistic,
Murderous.
murderistic,
Yeah.
violent.
Because you know you
psychopath.
can sort of escape people.
Yeah,
You know
if
you
did a
can
bear,
sort of do that. A bear is going to find you. A bear's gonna find you hard.
Yeah, just straight up. Like, I've
Did
just
you know?
typed in scorpion.
Did you know scorpions glow in ultraviolet
Yeah,
light?
I did know that. Yeah,
Cool.
because I am a smart man.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah. Did you know some baby scorpions stay with their mother for 2 years?
I did not know that.
Little babies.
I think she
Oh,
needs to cut them up.
the cute little the cute little scorpions.
We can just stand up to her young.
What?
So,
What? Stand up to them.
yeah, like oi,
Tell them get fucked.
yeah, get off. Get out and survive on your own.
Yeah.
You wimps.
Would you eat some Chinese scorpion street food?
I'd
Like
eat
that
whatever.
video suggests?
I'd eat whatever.
You'd eat whatever.
If I was able to, once I'm able to again,
What are you doing?
I'll just.
What are you doing with
making
the
the thing a
screen?
bit smaller.
Oh.
Question the dog.
Don't question me, peasant.
Yeah, there you go. You use that language on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would, man. If I was able to, like, teeth-wise, as soon as I'm able to again, like, I'll try all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'd feel about eating the pincers, but I got rid of the singer. So
I had the scorpion vodka at one point.
I think I've had that.
That was fun. I mean, what were you expecting
Right.
was going to happen with the video there?
I knew it was gonna be okay, to be honest. I thought, oh, it's alright. It's had its moment now.
Yeah.
But
No.
What is it? Dumbness?
I genuinely don't get why it does that, but hey ho. Hey to the ho.
Well, this is the same thing that doesn't allow me to pay for it either. So,
Yeah.
God knows what's wrong between you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, we can't watch that still.
Oh,
It'd be a bit unfair for us to sit here watching a video. Pointless.
yeah.
A scorpion, though, like, they are evil things.
What makes you think evil? Do you not like scorpions then?
No, I like them. They just look evil.
They just look evil.
They would be a perfect, like, if you're going to pick any animal to be like a horror villain,
It's going to be a
scorpion's
scorpion.
good bet.
Right, okay.
I mean, even Spider-Man has to deal with a subpar scorpion.
Like, so giant insect time, right? You're fighting a giant insect.
Don't want it to be a scorpion.
You don't want it to be a
That'd
scorpion.
be scary as shit. Imagine that
Yeah.
happens in a film. I think it's Clash of the
Titans.
Titans. I think
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old one. I remember.
But what about a giant jumping spider?
Oh, okay. Well, that's just as bad.
That's terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah, a giant one as well. You're talking like a freak giant or even bigger.
Bit bigger.
Yeah, because the tarantulas are the big ones.
Yeah.
The jumping ones.
So
are
as big as the
size.
tarantula ones,
Yeah.
but like a jumping spider, capable of launching itself at you from like 30 feet away.
Well, that would be horrible. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
What
either.
about a
Once you get close,
giant bullet ant?
So it's like a giant bully when it bites you.
Bullet ant. So
it'll bite you and then you would go.
it can just it can just bite you to pieces, just like piece by piece, just chomping you.
And then you would just like literally getting punched in. The
What
side of the
about
head
a
with
giant tick that
Well,
just
that would be a lot less minor. Though,
What,
because it
that
would
just-
stick itself into the side of a building and stay there.
no, it sticks into the side of you. It's like that big, like a football, and just sucks all
Okay,
the
yeah.
blood out.
Well, that'd be better. Yeah, it would have to
That'd be
like-
better.
Well, I'm thinking in Hoverworld, like, imagine if, like, reimagining of the mist, it
Yeah.
turns it into prehistoric insect land, which is what I was hoping.
Prehistoric Insect Land, also a great movie coming from our production studio very soon.
That would be good. Like, that would be scary as shit. Like the one bit in when they go on King Kong, the Jack Black version.
Yeah,
When they get to the island,
Yeah.
for like half an hour. That's what it is basically, and it's so cool at that point. And then they ruin it by finding a fucking monkey.
yeah,
Like, it's a monkey, man. Who gives a shit? Let's go back to the giant insects.
that was pretty cool.
It was very cool.
That was pretty
They're
cool.
like coming in, I learned something random talking about animals. Do you want to know what most likely Loch Ness is? Loch Ness.
Loch Ness.
Do you want to know what it is?
Go on then.
I'll show you.
If this is the one about it being a big fish, I'm going to be so pissed.
No, it's not a big fish.
Good.
I mean, what big fish exactly are we talking about?
You show me what you mean.
It's not. No. Don't
I
worry,
am
it's definitely not a
untrustworthy
big-
now.
It's definitely not a big fish.
Right, okay.
What I'm on about? What big fish are you on about?
There were people who were like, oh, there's a certain type of fish that grows and it doesn't die if it's not killed, and
Oh right.
it could be a giant fish.
That doesn't work though with the picture you always see. That makes it look like that dinosaur kind of
Yeah,
thing.
no, it could be a log though. That one.
Well, that one you
That
on the
guy
back,
faked it.
the
Didn't he?
surgeon's photo. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
fake one. But you've seen like other ones. People talk about it, but yeah, it could be logs or like there's also giant eels in Loch Ness as well.
Yeah,
I
there's people who
realised.
said that like it could be a fucking enormous moray eel, and it's like, no, it's not
And enormous what?
moray eel.
I don't know what that is. Or it could be a whale's penis. Like there, look. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I mean,
Look at
bang
that.
on. But I don't think whales go into Loch Ness, do
That's
they?
the surgeon's photo that we talk. Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Whales do go into. They can do. Yeah.
Oh,
Whales
God.
go into different things.
So all this time it's just been whale cock.
Most likely, because that's kind of what they do. They go in, they just splash their willy around, looking for something.
Maybe it's
And
like,
that was a fake photo, but it was still based on like witness account.
yeah, maybe it's like a whale's like hangout spot. When he's taking out a new date, he's like, hey babe, I know this real nice place we can hang out. It's real
One
cool.
specific,
Yeah.
with a dog,
Yeah.
and he keeps taking them to Loch Ness, so he can penetrate their loch.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right. I can see a whale doing that.
I think whales are very smart animals.
Yeah.
I think they are probably the nearest thing to underwater humans.
Yeah.
Because I stand by the fact that it doesn't make sense to me that you have people on land that have evolved to people.
Oh, why is he holding it?
Who what? Oh God!
Why,
He's testing it
bro?
to make sure that it,
That
the
whale is
whales
having.
into it don't look-
Yeah, he really is.
Oh, this one's saying no, it isn't a whale's penis. How do you know? I'm going to trust New York Post.
Oh,
over a
yeah,
fucking,
whatever.
Over a naturalist, nature person.
Over a hardcore whale penis.
Not the whale penis itself that I would trust, but more the person talking about the whale
Yeah,
penis.
yeah, yeah.
Forrest Galante, he's probably my main animal person at the moment.
And you think that he thinks that it's a whale penis?
What he said.
Oh, he said it's a whale
Yeah, I
penis.
don't think it is.
He's straight up saying it's a whale
Because
penis.
he was talking about it's another one we were talking about like cryptids and stuff.
Oh, right, yeah.
What?
And he was like, this is definitely a whale penis.
In his opinion.
Some whale penises are huge. Some of them
yeah,
get
well, you
like
just
8
saw
foot,
that
12
one.
foot long.
Exactly, and it's not a blue whale, but we have like
Ew.
biggest.
Can we stop looking at whales' penises, please?
It's amazing. I mean, look at that one.
I don't need to look at the whale penis.
The sperm whale has a big black penis.
Ew.
Look at that, black.
Do you think this is going to become like a fucking
New
a porn dildo variety?
Wow, look at that.
Whale
Sorry to
penis.
it, man.
Watch as woman takes whale penis dildo.
I mean, I'm thinking it probably already exists.
Probably
in the deep
does.
dark web.
Oh God.
It's what the actual real
I
life. version
don't
of
need to
Free Willy
see
was.
so many whale
I'm
penises,
not telling
Carl.
you to look.
It's right there. What else am I supposed to? If it's
Oh,
there
look,
on that screen, and
it-
God,
it's telling you exactly like what each part is.
do you
That's
reckon
the
whale
clitoris.
penises can get like? Do you reckon they get
Hard.
STIs?
Probably they're mammals.
Yeah.
Oh, look, that's a terrible one.
Oh Christ on a penis.
God. Oh God, there's more.
Penis. Oh,
Anyway,
just
let's
penis
crack on.
everywhere.
I wouldn't want to get like attacked by a whale penis.
No.
It wouldn't be cool.
So did you know that spiders? Getting on to spiders, our final subject.
Nice.
Spiders have
Everybody-
hydraulic legs.
I'm gonna need a bit more information.
So they don't have muscles or like moving tissue in the same way that most animals do in that variety. Don't sneeze.
I can kind of imagine what it would be like. Now I'm thinking about like what hydraulic. When I imagine like a hydraulic arm or something.
Yeah.
I can imagine the difference now.
So it literally just has little like chambers that it pushes water into, and that extends the leg.
That's weird.
Yeah. And that's why they got around to making little like spider robots. They got those to work because they were literally able to just sort of jack into the hydraulic bits on the spider and make it move.
So they gotta just copy it, like.
Not even that, they didn't copy it. They just used a dead spider.
Oh.
They just used a dead spider as a robot claw.
That's fucked up.
It's so fucked up.
Why would you need to do that?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can recreate a fucking hydraulic rather than using a corpse of a fucking. That's a living. It was a living.
I think it's because they
using us and just jacking it into our asshole.
Yeah.
Grabbing something in our arms.
Yeah.
We'd be pretty good at it too.
There is a guy who was I can't remember what university he's in, but he was actually
Doing the study.
no, he was
Jacking into people's asses.
like mummified essentially,
Oh.
and then sort of put in a cabinet, and every so often he's brought out of the cabinet for certain meetings.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
That's, you're from university, you say something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
can't
a
remember where it
famous
is.
thing,
It's
isn't
a
it?
famous one. Yeah.
Yeah, I could probably find it, because I do know what you're on about.
Mm. He's like, I want to be brought out of meetings. I don't want to be left out of shit just because I'm dead.
Something like that.
Maybe.
Something like that. There you go. Jeremy Bentham's could be. As he lay dying in his finger waiting 32, great plus for Jeremy Bentham, less detailed directive for the preservation of his corpse. Australian man keep. Oh, no, that's not the same thing. Donate his body to be good. No, that's not going to be it.
Did you know that there are at least, Carl, 45,000 different species of spider on Earth?
Wow. And that's not even taking into account the many that we don't know about.
Yeah, because there's almost certainly got to be a few that we don't know about.
Oh, a lot, because there's so much in the rainforest and stuff that we just haven't been able. Like Amazon, so much of the Amazon we haven't been able to explore.
And there's also sea spiders. There's straight up sea spiders. There's underwater spiders.
Yeah. Did you know? Like, I think I told you, didn't I, about the sea snakes, about how much like venom can kill, like a drop of that can kill like 100 men apparently.
Yeah.
So I imagine, I'm not surprised it would be the same with the spiders.
Yeah.
Because maybe the stuff is so much bigger.
Did you know there's 25 million tons worth of spiders on the planet?
Oh, damn. I know somebody that's shit scared of spiders, so you would hate that idea.
25 million tons of spider.
Yeah. That's a lot of spiders. Now, I don't know how well you do fighting like 2 million spiders.
Yeah.
Especially if they're all poisonous.
Probably pretty badly.
Yeah. Or they turn on each other, though.
They would. They would. But if you're in a room with a bunch of spiders, do your odds go down in comparison to a bunch of ants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're bigger. I'd die anyway.
Have you seen the Goliath spider?
Of course I have. The bird eater.
The bird eater.
That's the biggest spider. It's like about the size of a big dinner plate.
Yeah. They are fucking rocking.
Personally, when I think more about that, I imagine them to be bigger.
Yeah.
The dinner plate isn't that big.
But it is that is with their legs stretched out.
Yeah.
But to be fair, they're still fucking big spiders.
Yeah, they're fat.
They're big ass spiders, and they do literally eat birds. So instead of like hunting,
they don't eat them mainly. That's not their main.
No, but they will eat birds. Yeah,
they do sometimes.
Yeah,
they can. They will if they get the chance.
It's like, as I was saying to you before we started, like they've sort of figured out just by how big spiders usually tend to attack. How big a bit of prey a spider will attack in comparison to its own body.
Yeah.
It would take a spider being the size of a cat for it to consider us a good, fair game.
Yeah.
And there have been times in this planet's history where there have been spiders that have been quite big, quite a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, like we're saying, like dog size.
Dog sized, like small, well, not even small, medium-sized dog size.
Yeah.
Like Labrador size.
Like the jumping size, the jumping spider size that we were on about in 8-Legged Freaks is probably about realistic.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were jumping spiders, but the size of them.
Yeah, it's not impossible. And everyone said, "Oh, these movies are dumb because you're gonna have big spiders." It's like, well, you provably could.
Yeah, like back when there was, as I was saying, back when there was more oxygen. Thank God we don't live back then,
Yeah.
But
But that's when there were loads of giant creatures walking about as well. There were sloths that were enormous predators.
So would we have been bigger? Would we have been giants?
Probably.
Maybe that's what giants, why there were giants talked about Because all the corpses of the ones from.
But maybe they were apes.
Yeah, they would have been dumb.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
That would make sense, though, wouldn't it? They would be apes, probably without opposable thumbs.
Yeah.
Because that's taken a while, to get.
Yeah, that was the clincher.
That was a game changer.
That was what turned us
Bigger
from
brain.
the brain and the thumbs. That's it. Who's got one big brain and two big thumbs? This guy.
But there are animals with opposable thumbs out there, but they haven't got the brain.
There's cats getting opposable thumbs. Yeah.
Oh, what was I saying about
Have
earlier?
you ever seen that cat? There's a cat with literal thumbs.
No.
It's so cool.
Look at that.
Cat with thumbs.
Really strange. Like that shouldn't be real. All I'm thinking is what kind of
Well, they did a whole advert for
animal
it for
abuse.
Cravendale. Cats with thumbs.
Wait, is this a real thing then, or
Yeah.
this then?
Yeah, they all have like not all of them, but like a few of them have got like these weird little appendages that are looking like thumbs.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, bang on there. Look,
That one's obviously true. Yeah.
that's funky.
Yeah.
I'd like to see evolution still happening though, because people have this idea that evolution isn't happening anymore when it is. Evolution happens
Constantly. Yeah.
Like with us as well. The fact we're getting taller.
Yeah.
When you look at those like priest holes back in the day, and look at how small the doors are, it really shows you it.
Yeah.
And it really
I've been
shows-
through some like crazy small places in stately homes with my parents when I was a kid. Just like you're like this is the smallest room I've ever been in, and it's supposed to be like the nicest, most luxurious room in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tiny little beds that it looks like someone who's like 4'8" would have been lying in.
It is weird, like until you really see it, you don't clock on how.
Yeah.
Because there are still short people, obviously, but the
Oh, yeah.
average would have been shorter. What the average now? Like I'm probably about.
It was
average-
it was mostly due to diet as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, because most things killed you back then.
Well, not even that. It's just
Stunted your growth.
not even that. You just didn't have as much access to like energy and protein. We have
Yeah.
so much access to it at the moment. It's
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
you could just grow and grow and grow because everyone keeps growing through that growing phase that they have. But because you're eating shitloads more than you would have done back, say, 500 years ago, you're fucking accelerating.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And it only gets better and better because we figured out how to make people like stay alive nutrition wise, but we just don't necessarily know how to make them not get cancer by some of it.
Yeah, it would be a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Not one thing at a time, I suppose.
Yeah.
I tried to have a look here. The top predator of insects. The most common insect predator. Oh, it's common. What? I don't want to know about common. What are most eaten as a delicacy? Beetles.
Yep.
Oh.
There was a video I was also going to show you of a guy eating a Vietnamese delicacy, which was 3 grubs in a thin, spicy, sweet and sour sauce, alive and wriggling, ready to be eaten. And you literally he grips it with a chopstick around the head bit, puts the arse end of it in his mouth, and then just bites off the head and puts the head down. It's like, oh my god, man, why are you doing that?
Wow, look at this. Look.
Yeah, so stick insects, another thing that I was going to talk about as well. The ultimate camouflage. Unbelievable, some of these things. And some of them have got like flower petals on them and things like that to make them really blend in. They are remarkable little creatures. And look at him just like fondling his face like, what are you?
I used to have a lot of stick insects. I did.
Yeah. You see, what you don't understand is that stick insect is actually finding out that man's secrets.
Oh, yeah. Charles Xavier on him.
Yeah.
I had some, and then they had babies, and I suddenly had so many in a tub.
Yeah.
So many, and I started selling them back to the pet store.
Yeah.
Made some good money out of them, man. But they're awesome, those stick insects are.
They are. They're weird little creatures.
They're a cool thing to just have on you as well.
And there's so many different examples of that, of insects in the world.
They just kind of have a just shaky leg finger.
Yeah.
They can't stand still.
Yeah.
Well.
because it looks like they're moving in the wind or something. A little branch,
exactly.
But like there's insects that will look like leaves. There's insects that will look like bark. There's insects that will look like stones. It's like there's all sorts of little things that these creatures do to become invisible. And then there's the opposite end of the spectrum. So certain insects, not just scorpions, emit UV light. In fact, it's usually like dangerous creatures that emit UV light.
Yeah,
There's
trying to warn them off.
Yeah, there's giant centipedes where if you put them under UV light, they've got bands of like warning labels across them. Essentially,
that's what I was talking about. I think you mentioned earlier about like spiders being like dangerous or people or something. Or insects having those 6 legs. Actually, what I might have.
yeah.
I was thinking about what centipedes must be then in that case.
Yeah, they're
Like
arthropods. Yeah, I think it's arthropods.
So, which I think are technically what beetles are too.
Yeah.
So they're all the same kind of thing. Because I always used to think woodlouse only had 6 legs.
No, they've got like
10.
10, yeah, 10 or 12. Something
I got
like
it
that.
wrong on a quiz. I was like, nah, man.
Yeah, but that's a difficult one to get because you like there's after like 4 legs, it's like I can't really be bothered to count these. Although I've heard from various like people with arachnophobia that they count the legs before they realize they're scared. It's like, okay, I've got to check how many legs it's got before I can tell if I need to be scared. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh shit!
Surely you'd be able to just look at it and know that it's got 8 legs.
Yeah.
Spiders have got a very fucking.
I think it was to do with computer games specifically, because like
Yeah.
with computer games, it's a bit more difficult to tell sometimes.
That makes a bit more sense. So, look, yeah, I mean, centipedes, they're one of the things from what I've seen that are painful to get bitten by.
Yeah.
Like,
I would not want a fucking centipede anywhere near me.
they look like prehistoric shit. They
are again like scorpions. The centipede has been around for fucking millennia.
Those bigger ones, obviously, back in the day, like there is with all of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, these ones were still around then too. And the venom in them, man.
They're really toxic.
Yeah.
Some of them are venomous. Some of them are literally just toxic as well. So if anything eats them, they'll die.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Like it's genuinely poisonous.
More of like a painful thing, isn't it? Though, than like a kill you kind of thing for us, anyway. More of just like a lot of pain. I don't know if it does more if you don't have anti-venom. To be fair, I've just seen him get bitten by a lot of them.
You know how they make anti-venom, by the way? I found out the other day.
Yeah, they just take some of the actual venom, don't they?
Yeah, but do you know what they do with it?
I assume they like put a bit into your body and then like flu thing.
Nope. They inject it into small animals like rodents,
So take the antibodies.
and then they make them make the antibodies, and they take their blood, flush it out till there's nothing but antibodies,
Oh wow!
and then give you the antibodies.
That's fair. You think they could do that kind of thing for like illnesses too?
I think they do in some situations, but like it's not quite as easy with that because like antibodies are a very common thing amongst mammals, especially. It's
And I
like,
suppose it's something that isn't changing all the time as well.
Yeah.
Like cold would be changing all the time.
but venom is venom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For that animal anyway. But
Look at the
that's
size of
why
that
you need
ancient
specific
centipede. Let's go
animal,
left
though.
again. Let's go left again. Go down.
If that was real, yeah.
That is not real now, but that's the fossil size.
Oh, this is an ancient centipede.
Yeah.
In 2018, a fossil of this ancient centipede was found in some forest.
It was 9 feet long.
Damn. Prior ancient centipedes were thought to be only 4 feet. Damn, 9 feet, man, that's crazy.
And this is what we were talking about.
In comparison.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about with the blue whale thing. It's like, oh, the blue whale is the biggest creature that's ever existed on Earth so far that we know of.
Yeah.
Because if they thought these things were only 4 foot before and they suddenly find a 9 foot whopper,
Yeah.
like fucking hell.
That's the thing, because we only go by, like what we've found, but there's in no way, like, in knowing that we've found the biggest thing that was out there and that we'll ever be able to find the biggest thing that was out there.
Well, yeah.
The biggest thing that was out there was probably like a prime thing for everything to eat when it died.
Yeah.
Because like a big meal suddenly, isn't it? Whereas like if something gets like stuck in like a tar pit or something like that, is normally when it's preserved.
Imagine going back in time too far and you end up getting eaten by one of those.
Yeah.
Fucking
Kind of thing you can hear it coming again now, B.
yeah. Clackety clack 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 clack.
I just realised as well that's the head end. I was getting confused about what but that's the head up there.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. That's what its arse looks like, and its arse looks terrifying.
Yeah, what you can picture from the ass, that's so weird.
Yeah.
They could have chose to do from either end, they do from the ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that shit. I don't want to go anywhere near that.
Well, that makes sense really.
I'm so glad that is like thousands of years away from me.
As far as we know, though, we haven't gone in a lot of.
I imagine if there was one like that in the Amazon. Fuck Anaconda.
Yeah, that would be worse.
That would be way worse.
But then again, it wouldn't. It probably wouldn't be a constrictor at least. It would just.
No, it would just eat you.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even wait for you to be dead. It would just start eating you.
And depending on how big its mouth is, it's not like it's going to eat you in one go.
Yeah.
It's going to take a bit of time.
Yeah. Oh God, I just remembered one of the other things I was going to show you was the camel spiders. My ultimate fucking most disgusting creature.
Bird-eating centipede.
I fucking hate the fucking camel spider with a passion.
Really?
I hate it.
I
hate it, and I want it to be gone from the planet. I don't want it to be alive anymore. I don't think anything needs to fucking have them around enough for it to be necessary.
No.
They're horrible.
So whatever it is that they do for the ecosystem,
I don't care. It's not good enough. Get rid of them.
Okay.
Get rid of them. I don't like them. I don't want them.
What started your?
Oh, I've never
Liking
liked them.
them?
I've never liked them. And then I saw a video today that was one of them. Literally, while someone's holding it in its hand, it just starts putting its jaws in his finger, and it's like, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. They're horrible.
I mean, yeah, they look weird, but that's just why you would just step on it and move on.
Nah, fuck that. They're horrible.
I've seen some munching on lizards and stuff.
Yeah, they're gross.
Just
they saw.
Holding a lizard though, it's like on a wall kind of thing.
Yeah.
Eating a lizard, just hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah, it's gross.
Just chomping through the neck or whatever.
Yeah. Oh.
They can be quite large from the look of it.
They're horrible.
They're not. Cool.
Look how horrible they are.
They look like they're constantly pregnant as well.
They're horrible. Go away and die. Kill it with fire. Kill it with lots and lots of fire.
Been there, bit cheers.
Kill it with fire.
Oh, it's just a misunderstood thing.
No, kill it with fire and both of its beady eyes.
I mean, I just wouldn't go to desert locations myself, though.
Oh, it's so gross.
Desert locations scare me.
Yeah.
I mean, at least like in a rainforest, you've got stuff you can deal with. You can do stuff with certain things.
Well, no, because there's bot flies. That was another thing I was going to bring up. Bot flies.
A lot of fire as well.
You know what bot flies are?
Flies.
Bot flies are the ones that will lay their eggs on a wasp.
Oh.
And the wasp will then sting you, or a mosquito will bite you, whatever, what it's laid its eggs on.
Yeah.
And then that egg will start to gestate under your skin. Yes. That one. And the bot fly will slowly chew its way through your flesh. Ooh. And it sticks a little like proboscis thing out of your skin so it can breathe.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right. And while it's doing it, right.
Is that like the tube kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah. And it literally, right. There was a bit in Top Gear where, and then it squeezes its way out and flies away. It's fucking foul. But there was a guy who was working for Top Gear, not Top Gear, working for the BBC. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, I mean, like literally, it's so foul. And one of these fucking things was inside someone's head in the BBC, right near his ear, and you could hear it chewing on his flesh at night.
I mean, how?
Oh God!
How would that even happen? You have to be in a different country, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, this is like South Africa or Africa, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's horrible, man. It's horrible.
Cool.
Absolutely horrible.
People complain about the animals being typical here. They're pretty minor.
They really are. They really are. Oh, you can get stung by a wasp. Oh, big fucking deal. What a shame.
Or if you're like me, you don't get stung by what?
Mhm.
Bees or anything.
That was my whole bit about it being too easy to live in England. It's like we live in the MMO starter area of the world. Like it's like everyone's level 1. You don't have to worry too much. You're not going to die. Like
It's easy.
if you get killed, if you get hurt, rather, someone will come over in an ambulance, pick you up, put you in the back of it, and drive you to a hospital and cure you for free. Don't get that service in GTA. It costs a fortune.
I mean, there is an issue with the cold. I guess is about the worst thing you'll get here.
Yeah, and it is bad.
And like walking along and getting into like a group of a gang of people of I don't know, Armenian gang just taking over a high rise.
Of course.
I might just be talking about America there, but
What do you think? This is fucking a version of Die Hard. It's not Die Hard.
I mean, I don't know if it was Armenian, was it? The ones that were taking
No,
over
they
the
weren't.
world?
Yeah, they were just yeah.
There was something.
I don't know.
There was some kind of Armenian.
Yeah.
Not the Armenians. Something.
Samenians.
Some kind of Ecuadorian.
They're just Samenians.
There's some kind of foreign.
Have you ever been to Samenia? Lovely place.
No.
Oh shit. Well, I think to be honest, that's basically enough information about fucking horrible creatures. To be fair,
Yeah, I mean,
that's all you really need to know about all the disgusting animals that are out there. I did also have stuff about zombie spiders. They found that there's multiple different cases of funguses taking over spiders and making them do what they want to do.
Right. I've heard of that a lot with ants.
There's one cordyceps fungus in Brazil that's doing it. There's also one in Ireland that's doing it, which we didn't know before, but it's been discovered fairly recently that yes, there is actually a brain-changing fungus fucking up spiders in Ireland.
I'm going to actually show you something now.
Okay.
It's unfortunate I'm not going to be able to show it properly for everyone, but you've got to see it.
Okay.
Because it's in regards to the easiest place to show you up Piers Morgan. It's to do with a new film that came out. And it was a film about a mob boss
Right.
decided to transition.
Right.
And it's up for like a load of awards now. The actress is up for best. It's a trans woman. She's up for best actress.
Right.
And there's like the director's up for best director, best film.
Right.
And it's just
What the fuck's the name of the movie?
I can't remember, but it's not good anyway because you'll see. I'm just gonna find a trailer for it here somewhere. Where'd you go? Okay. I need to turn it off. I'm not even sure what it's called. It's Amelia Perez is the woman that's getting the thing.
Right. What?
From penis to vagina. From penis to vagina.
What the fuck is this?
It's cinema. I think Amelia Perez might be the name.
Pause.
I think Amelia Perez might be the name of the film, actually, now I'm looking at this.
What in the fuck is this?
This is the film? This is up for all the awards right now. Penis to vagina. Penis to vagina.
It's a musical.
Obviously. All the songs are apparently just as catchy as that. Just as in tune as well.
What the fuck is this?
Critical drinker. Yeah, but do you mean this is cinema? I'm gonna try putting it up for the people.
This is horrendous.
Horrendously amazing cinema, you mean? It is horrendous.
No, I
that this
don't
hasn't
mean
been
that. I
done
don't
before.
mean that at all, Carl. I mean this is horrendous.
It is
I mean I've never seen anything this bad in my fucking life.
I agree though, it is horrendous. It hasn't been done before.
Who the fuck thought this was a good idea?
The one with the penis and vagina.
This is madness.
This is what that's all I thought then. It's amazing, really. That we're in a world where this exists.
It's not going to let you play it.
I mean, look, it's even loaded and it still won't let me play it. What the heck's going on?
Yeah. Let's just fucking
See again. From penis to vagina.
Whoa! Pause it again. Pause it again.
It's coming up to the end anyway, man.
This is so bad.
putting
It's
it back
so
on now.
bad, Carl. Oh.
See.
What the fuck was that?
Rhinoplasty, yes. Vaginoplasty, yes. Penisplasty, yes.
What was that?
Emilia Perez, I think.
Why
or
was
the actress,
why
I'm not sure.
why is that a thing that I have to know exists? Why do I have to know that exists, Carl?
Oh, you
Why
don't
do
have
either
to.
of us have to know that exists?
I had to know, so you had to know.
It's terrible.
It's quite catchy as well.
No,
Penis
it
to
isn't.
vagina.
No. What would you
What
like
the
to
wrong
know?
thing.
I'd like to know it all.
I'd like to know.
It's just that it's just fucking. It's not actual lyrics. They're not saying anything they couldn't just say. They just said, "Oh, I've written a script. Can you sort of fucking mumble it to some music?"
I can understand what they're saying. I wish I couldn't. Oh, here we go. That's the actual name of the film from the looks of it. Zoe Saldana, of course, that was Zoe Saldana. Must be a different trans woman in there then.
Oh, I think I've heard of this.
Oh, that must be the trans woman. I can see right there, yeah. Wonder on about.
And then she remembers that who it is because she knew them back in when they weren't who they are now.
Oh,
Apparently, I know about this now. Jesus Christ, I didn't know this is what it was.
they're not. Oh, look at all those awards then. So it's on Netflix. They're not making it look.
A miraculous movie.
They're not making it look like a musical right now, are they? Though?
No.
What does that even mean? Few flexies come bigger than Emilia Perez. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
They are fully trying to hide what this film is with this trailer.
Yeah, this does not show it as a fucking musical
I
at
didn't know
all.
Selena Gomez was in there too. And this is like
The best musical of the decade. There we go. We've already got the first fucking.
Jesus. It's going to be just overly sexual, isn't it? Because they always are. Apparently, you can't have like trans things without being super sexual. You know what's not sexual a lot of the time? Well, people that don't feel sexual are people that have had stuff done to their bits.
I just don't.
That's such a bulldozer. They try to make out that's something way different than it is. Rather hiding what that is. Critical Drinker watched all of it for his things. Penis to vagina. Penis to vagina.
I just don't understand anymore.
I wasn't sure if it was the Oscars, but it must have been the Oscars.
I didn't think I'd feel like an old man so soon. I just don't understand the
But that's why I
appeal of
feel
that.
like an old man, because I don't think even most young people understand it, because it's not been. Nobody's saying it's a good film, first of all.
Right.
Other
Everyone's
than,
just saying it's miraculous then.
I mean, that would have been the people that it chose.
And no flexes come bigger than Amelia Perez.
What
Does that mean?
It's almost like saying the film isn't good, but they're flexing, and they know they can get away with it because who's going to say, like, that's crap? Because it's a.
I wonder if that's the
film.
context of the actual fucking quote. It's just like, it's a flex, but is it a good flex?
No.
No. They always do that shit all the
They're
time.
picking the the reviews to show. They might not even be real reviews. They might
Yeah,
have
I just,
made up a Facebook page and just gave themselves a review.
I'm so sick of this bullshit, man. Why would you make that movie like that? Like, if you'd just made it a straight movie, no musical shit, it might have been interesting to a certain extent.
I disagree with that. But
Well, because apparently it's about like this person used to be like a mob, yeah, exactly. So
that must be that mob boss.
That could be interesting. It could be interesting that alone. But why would you make it a musical? And then B, why would you make it such a bad one?
Apparently they're all just as bad as that song. Like, that's the point too.
Because they're not fucking singing. They're just sort of mumbling along actual script that
Pretty
you would
much.
normally say.
I mean, that happens a lot though. Like Hugh Jackman did that for all of Les Mis.
Oh, fuck Les Mis.
Well, that was a huge. I mean, that's kind of what like musicals are. It should be like kind of dialogue to music.
No, musicals, real good musicals, they sing shit that the reason why you sing it is because you can say so much more in a song than you would be able to say from like saying something alone.
Exactly.
You use the lyrics mixed with the song to give you an atmosphere that tells the tension of the character or something like that. There's lots of musicals that do it right. Like, but this is not one of them. This is not one of them.
I think we need to see all the songs to really give it judgment.
Do you want to do a sit down and watch of Amelia Perez?
I might just watch the whole film. It should be out by now on Netflix. I imagine.
Do you want to do that? We'll both go back and watch Amelia Perez.
Yeah.
And we'll come back and we'll say what we thought about it.
And I'm sure we'll both do that.
100%. I am totally not going to do that.
I do kind of want to see the song again, though.
Why? From penis to vagina.
That been in my head, man. That guy, he's cool. From penis to vagina. I see. Woman to man. A woman to vagina.
Jesus Christ.
It's amazing. It's terrible music, isn't it?
It's awful music.
The background music alone.
Yeah. What the fuck? This is so fucking weird.
Oh, this is creepy and cultish.
And also, this is not what these places look like in fucking Thailand. I'm sorry.
Are you supposed to be making like the trans people come across in a good light? Is that what this is supposed to be doing?
I think it's supposed to, but this just feels scary.
It does. It's like it's almost like giving it like a creepy vibe.
They've shot it like it's a fucking action thriller.
I don't know. They kind of, to me, also shot it a bit like it's giving me have you ever seen The Cure for Wellness?
No.
It's giving me that kind of vibes.
Right. Yeah. So sort of a psychological thriller.
Yeah, it's like a crazy kind of place and like a culty kind of.
No, I get what you mean. It's got it's got that vibe of like something's not quite right with the people here. It's got like Yeah,
That's what it feels like.
a bit of a midsummer thing going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly that. That's what I'm getting from this.
I mean, definitely, this is fucking weird, man.
But I bet you neither of that is going to pay up in the program. It's just going to in the film. It's just that bad that they haven't realised what they've done in certain bits, and the people won't call them out for it, obviously, because
Well, yeah,
it's what do they say, miraculous?
miraculous.
To be fair, they're not wrong. It is miraculous that it was made,
It's pretty miraculous, yeah, yeah,
and that it's getting up for Oscars.
yeah. That's even more miraculous.
That totally would have happened if it didn't have a trans actor in it.
Yeah,
Actress.
absolutely,
totally
yeah,
happened.
totally. Because this
Even though
movie,
I'm pretty sure actress and is supposed to be a dead term by now. I thought it was just supposed to be all actors. Now.
yeah, but this would totally fucking win an Oscar because obviously it deserves it. You know,
Nowadays, what wins Oscars, though? I mean,
that's what wins Oscars, though. You know, it's whatever they want to win the Oscars at the time.
Man, a woman.
Does anyone ever pay attention to the Oscars now after the Will Smith slap? Like,
Doesn't it make you pay attention a bit more to see who else is going to?
no, because I don't think that's ever. I think that's the peak.
Yeah, true.
I think that's as far as it goes now.
That's a good point, actually.
I think it's all just downhill from here.
Yeah,
You know.
I can see that being the case.
You know what I mean? How do you top that?
I mean, to be fair,
Unless someone drives a car through the fucking audience, like I don't see it getting.
One of the famous people again, though.
Yeah,
like one of the actors, you know, or something.
Willem Dafoe. I could see him doing that.
It would have to be one of them for it to even be as good anyway.
Yeah.
Or one just gets up, you know, like even like gets up and does like a couple of stabby taps.
Yeah.
You don't even notice it.
Yeah, and then one of them just falls down like.
That'd be more realistic.
And they're all like, "Oh my god, he's acting his chops off. This is brilliant!" And everyone gets up and starts clapping.
Yeah. Like a kind of like a retelling of Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
And really, like William Dafoe did it.
Yeah.
Or who would be most likely to do that in the acting world?
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. I
just did it because I could.
His voice.
Yeah, it's so hard.
I don't think Christopher Walken. He's already gotten away with one murder. I don't think he would push his fate by being involved in one. On
Why do another?
Yeah, he already knows the feel of it. Where somebody to do it on telly, it would probably be their first thing, because they don't know the feel of it.
Yeah,
I guess. So, or somebody who just doesn't care.
Do you genuinely think someone might go up on stage and just like full blown attack someone?
They could try. I mean, they know they can do it.
Kanye West might.
Kanye West could.
Honestly, that is something that might happen this year. Is like Kanye West might storm a stage and attack someone.
He already made his new girlfriend get naked on the red carpet.
That was so weird.
Yeah, I was really annoyed
what is going on with Kanye?
I mean, if he can ask her to go up and do that and she does it, then everybody's assuming that he has to do. She's like a model in that, and they do that weird stuff.
Yeah.
Gets them known, doesn't it? Like, I'm sure she didn't have to be asked too many times to do it.
It's still weird. It's still a weird relationship.
Everything Kanye West related is weird.
Exactly.
The fact that he's still able to...
He's off his meds and he's happy about it. And it's like everyone else around him is like, yeah, maybe you need to be on the meds, man.
Yeah, man. He is like legit crazy.
Yeah. Legit crazy.
Yeah, not the fun kind either. Mm-mm. Like the... You should be in a room that's severely padded, kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And not like, probably in handcuffs.
Probably.
Oh, he's not that bad, but
Well...
I don't mind him that much.
He's not that bad.
What's it about? He said all the anti-Semitic stuff.
Well, he also said that he really likes Hitler again.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I love Hitler and I'm into it.
What the hell is he into exactly?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Agree with that Bryce Mitchell dude, I imagine then.
Probably thought it was a good hang. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I used to watch one of those like kind of political commentator people that I watch for a new video insulting the Hawk Tour girl for deleting some video.
Yeah.
He deleted a video after I insulted his covering of it. So I don't quite know how that's going to work, but
right.
he put on a video going off about like how Logan Paul could dare to like at the Royal Rumble take a fan's phone that was recording him and like slam it down to the ground.
Right.
And I watched it and I'm like, that's blatantly a plant. That's blatantly one of his mates or something. Ain't no way that's real.
Yeah.
And he responded to it and then took it down. I don't know why he did that, but
Probably because he got proven wrong.
he didn't do badly. I'm just like, I'm pretty sure it was a plant.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he admitted that he never watched his wrestling. I was like, oh, there you go then.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. The kayfabe must not be
know.
broken, but
I don't know what the Hawk Tour girl's done again. Oh, it might just be.
oh, she did.
Stuff.
Yeah, it was still the crypto thing.
Yeah.
She's not done anything since the crypto stuff dropped, and
Yeah, it's bad enough. Because I doubt that she's done anything about it.
Yeah.
Like to get money back for her. And from what I read, it's another like kind of pump and dump one, wasn't it?
yeah,
Where they big it up and
blatant pump and dump. Yeah.
And they were saying at the time that it wasn't her necessarily. But then it's like if you put your name to it, that's kind of what you're asking for anyway.
Sort of. Yeah.
Well, not that you're asking for, sorry, but you should be checking these things really. Like who else has got access to it? There shouldn't be that many people that have got access to the stuff anyway. If you're like the name that's on it,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want access. I wouldn't want that anyway. If it
Oh.
was scared of poop out of me, I'd have to be like, you know, looking at everyone.
Looking at everyone.
Yeah, man, I'm untrustworthy. No, sorry, not that I'm untrustworthy. I'm not trusting.
You're suspicious.
I have trust issues.
You're a suspicious mischious.
I have trust issues.
I don't know what a suspicious mischious is, but you are one.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like a religious term.
Yeah.
And that doesn't sound like me.
Don't be a suspicious mischious.
I can't look at those sardonic.
Why does it feel like there's something sharp in my eye? Jesus.
Probably because you got a fingernail in there. Then
No.
if you poke in your eye and you can feel something sharp in there, it's usually a nail.
It could be.
It's attached to your finger.
Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about now. I think that's me done on this.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any more insecty stuff. Really?
I didn't let you know about the Scotland thing, did I, for the cats?
The what?
Remember
Oh yeah, let's finish on that. Let's do that.
They're basically just they're banning them. Well, they're banning outside cats for like. Well, they were taught us that they're going to. They want to.
They're talking about making cats an inside-only animal.
Essentially, yeah.
Right.
For like big areas and that, or just outright banning them in certain areas too.
But cats are used on farms to keep mice out.
Yeah, it's because they fuck up birds more than anything and other wildlife, and they do.
Right.
They do that. People forget though that that's helpful a lot of the time. Maybe not all the birds so much because they do a lot of hunting and stuff.
Yeah.
It's the hunting out and about that they're bothered about. Because they're always, you know, to be fair, they do hunt stuff, not to eat it. They
hunt to just have fun. They are little
Yeah,
bastards. But
they're
the fact is,
sociopaths.
like, again, certain places do need cats for vermin control, like farms.
maybe it's not the farms that they're on about. Like, but that would be your private area, so that might be different anyway. You know.
I don't think it would be,
Well,
because
yeah.
I think if they're talking about the nature, I mean, maybe they'll give people like certain like licenses to be able to have outside cats if they have to have a vermin control thing. I don't know,
yeah.
but I don't think that's something that they're going to consider.
It might be more like city areas and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't listen to it all. Like I didn't.
it seems a bit harsh because cats do like going outside.
I mean, cats are also perfectly happy to be outside.
But cat, yeah, that's it. It's like if a cat's been inside its entire life, it doesn't know the difference. It's quite happy.
And when they go outside, like there's a lot of shit that can hurt it
It
outside.
really is.
And just people in general, the shit we like put outside, like the
I've got a friend
rubbish.
who's lost 2 cats recently because people just fucking were driving way too quick down the end of his road.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm more than happy having a house cat.
Yeah.
Because don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about it getting pregnant by like a random mutt.
I mean,
Something.
Trevor's a house cat as well. Trevor seems quite happy. He's a very, very cute cat.
They're a lot more loving, I think, as well, because they're just closer to you. They're not like distracted by everything else all the time.
Yeah. And there's a lot less chance of some weird old lady going, "Oh, you're my cat now,"
Yeah.
which does happen.
Yeah, it does happen.
Yeah.
A lot of time, though, cats are kind of adopt people. I know somebody adopted a cat, but I'm like, I think the cat adopted you more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody seems to think that the guy that owned it died, but I don't know. I think there's another person nearby that adopted it too. I think there's 2 people that adopted the same cat
And it's just getting double fed.
because it just disappears every now and then for a bit.
Yeah.
That's definitely what's happening.
Yeah.
And it's a smart cat.
Some cats are very, very intelligent. They
Cats
know
are like
they can.
slags.
They are.
If they can get the attention from more than one at a time, they will.
They actually did a test on that. They had a dog who they separated from its owner in a room, and they got the owner to go away for like 15 minutes, and they got some random person to come in and say hello to the dog, and the dog was like, all right, yeah, and all that kind of stuff, but not like really happy.
Yeah.
And then when the owner comes back in the room, the dog immediately goes, "Oh yeah," and runs over and is like, "Yeah, I love it. I can't believe you're gone. You left me with this weirdo. This is weird. What are you doing?" And like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And
They're very excited.
Yeah, they did the same thing with the cat, and the cat's owner was like, "Oh yeah, I love petting it, all that kind of stuff." Before they left, leaves. The cat like sort of sits there quite happy. And then someone else opens the door, comes in, and the cat's like, "Hey, how the fuck's it going, bro? How's it going? Yeah, I like this shit." And then the owner comes back in, and the cat's like, "Nah, fuck you, man. I like this guy more. This is sweet." Cats don't give a fuck, man, like that. They do love you, they do love their owners because they sort of.
It might be more about the fact that,
It's new, yeah. It's also like new person. I like this new person. I'm going to lay my scent on this person. Cats are very much like that.
Territorial, mate, so they want to claim shit.
Yeah.
My cat likes me. I know when she comes in, she says hello kind of thing.
Yeah, the kind of thing.
But then at the same time, she just wants the food more than anything.
Yeah. I mean, Trevor does the same thing as well. When we come back in, Trevor's always like waiting for us with his little happy face, like, "Oh, people, brilliant."
Yeah.
And he likes to attack people's feet from the shadows.
You said this, yeah.
He still does that.
Oh, what about that's one of the things growing up, that was like a fear of mine, is just having your bed dangling having your feet dangling from under your bed.
Yeah.
Or on your bed, dangling over the bed.
And something
grabbing them from underneath. I saw it I know the film I saw it in as a kid was Sixth Sense. I'm sure it happens in that. So he reaches out and grabs him from under the bed. And when I saw that, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
That and going back to insects and stuff, arachnophobia. When the one bit does, I don't think it even bites him. I think it's another one where they tease it,
Yeah.
I think someone sits down on the toilet and there's a spider under there,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, I used to, honestly.
Australia scares the shit out of me, man.
This wasn't even Australia.
Yeah, I know, but that's one of the reasons why, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I could sit down and get bitten by something that will kill me. Nope.
Yeah, snakes more than anything in Australia.
Yeah, not doing it.
They actually chilling.
Not fucking doing it.
Yeah, I'd have to check. I'd have a whole system.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do. For spiders, I used to have a whole system when I went to the toilet. So I have a whole system to check to make sure there wasn't a spider. And I was even scared of spiders. I just didn't want crawling up my ass.
I'd have paper clothes in a purge room every single time I came into my house if I was in Australia. It would be an airtight house, and I'd have to go into a purge room, take off all my clothes, take all the bits that I didn't want to burn and check it, put it through. And then I get out the other side and just set fire to everything that was inside the cubicle.
Just to get to the eggs.
Yeah, just in case.
You need some kind of washing thing, or set up a car wash, but just for you.
Yeah.
In that room.
Yeah.
Everything in there. Turns it into a washing machine for a second.
Yeah, yeah, it just swirls you around.
Yeah.
Like that bit in Mission Impossible, where he's diving, doing the stuff, and it's swirling shit around like that.
Yeah,
but only for a short moment, just so that you clean.
You have to do that in real life.
Yeah, I don't know.
The whole water bit when he's getting into something.
Yeah.
There's a whole bit that they have to do where it's a one-shot thing, and he had to do it all when he almost drowned.
Well, actually, fucking hell, he is such a fucking try hard, that guy. Yeah, I mean, he does great movies. Don't get me wrong. Oh, really?
Nice.
You're not into it?
Well, I mean, some of the more recent ones for me, I think of The Mummy. That was very good.
I didn't watch that. That looked pap.
Yeah.
I avoided that.
It got so pap because he took it over.
Yeah, Oblivion was good.
Oblivion was, yeah, I remember that one.
Oblivion
being
was
alright.
good.
I like your sci-fi stuff. Like I loved Minority Report.
Yeah.
That was a classic one. But other than that, I can't think of anything else that I really liked.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible is kind of silly.
Yeah.
Like, does anyone really, love Mission Impossible? Really?
It's one of those ones where if it's on TV and there's nothing else on, you're like, yeah, I'll watch that.
Yeah, sure. But you say the
I'm
same
not
thing
going to the
about
cinema.
Chase.
I'm not going to the cinema to watch it.
No, definitely not.
No.
Who the hell would do that?
Yeah.
The most famous bit of Mission Impossible is when Superman reloads his fists. Or it's Tom Cruise hanging off an airplane. That's another bit.
Yeah.
Until he does the scene where he's like in space apparently, and that's what finally kills him.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing for the next one.
Yeah.
He's gonna do a scene in space. I think that could be the thing that finally.
Apparently, they're going to do a movie in space.
That'd be a bit crap.
He's talking to Elon Musk about it.
A whole film.
A whole film in space. Filmed in space.
That's a point.
No.
You do know, guys. You don't have to actually do that.
You don't. There's no reason.
Like
It's
having
just,
to have gay actors or like gay parts. It's like you don't actually have to do that.
yeah.
You can just pretend.
Yeah.
Kind of what acting is built on.
It's sort of been like that for years.
That's the idea,
Yeah.
I've been into a lot of my film stuff lately, so I've been in that mode more. So I think my next story that I do, the next topic might be I want to do something film related again, like your Klaus Kinski.
That was good. That was a fun one. Like finding the weird side of Hollywood or the weird side of movies in general is always fun.
Yeah, because it's something that I think it's probably because it's something that people always want to be. They strive to be.
Yeah.
In films, in Hollywood,
Yeah.
etc. So finding the weird stories from it. It's hard to think though which ones to do. Or like
There's a load. There's so many.
Yeah, yes and no.
Yeah.
There are and there aren't though.
Well, there's yeah, that's right. There's lots and lots of weird people, but there's very few that are stand out weird. Like Klaus Kinski is stand out weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's more like I imagine it might be hard. It's gonna be more like small little stories from people, whatever. Like I think like we were on about earlier. You did the fucking Christopher Walken. Like I think of him, and I think of like the whole Natalie Wood murder thing.
Yeah.
I think that was Natalie Wood.
Yeah.
And
I don't know a
like
thing about Natalie Wood.
But to be fair, though, I think we already did like celebrities that have crimes that celebrities have committed.
Yeah.
There's probably one to be missed out.
I did. Yeah, I did a little bit on the Natalie Wood one.
Yeah, it was
a
a
while
thing
ago.
actually, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, there's definitely other ones I could think of. It's just thinking of like crazy actors, and now I'm thinking though, actually, something to do with one of the culty people in the Wicker Man or something. Something in my head. I'll find it.
Yeah.
I can find something, or maybe just a few weird people. There's going to be some weirdness.
There's some stories in Hollywood.
Like a British Hollywood's going to be the way to go. Or European Hollywood. I
Yeah.
don't know why I feel like us Europes are just. You someone or something better than European. Us Europes.
The Youpers.
Us Europes.
Youpers.
That just sounds like it should be a derogatory term to us.
It does, yeah.
You fucking Youpes.
You fucking Youps. What are you fucking talking about?
I reckon we've got them more messed up. So, because we don't have the particular Hollywood to go to. We just kind of.
Yeah, it's all
trading
sort
around
of.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's all over the place. London's a bit of a place for it. Birmingham's a bit of a place for it. There's loads of places
Falling
in.
Paris,
Yeah, Paris and.
falling over in Madrid.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Berlin. They always film stuff about the Berlin Wall and shit around there, and like,
from Paris to Berlin.
yeah,
Every disco I've been in.
yeah.
Something like that anyway.
So there we go.
Yeah.
That's been Squishy Logic for this week.
Has indeed.
I hope you enjoyed hearing about all the weird and creepy crawly creatures. All of the different ant-based things, spider-based things.
From penis to vagina. La vaginoplastia.
Your surgery's gonna be done by a spider.
Yeah, there are trans insects out there.
Yeah.
They can switch like
Gender.
genders and
Yeah,
stuff, but
yeah.
that's legitimately a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
just by choice, by on the whim.
Just
what
yeah,
they're
they just
feeling
want
like.
to do it. Yeah, because
There's
there's no
reptiles
other
like that.
males around. So fuck it, I'll be a dude for a bit.
Reptiles that will shoot their tail at things.
Yeah,
Like there's some crazy animals.
there's snails that will shoot a love dart at people, at other snails.
Look,
It's literally called a love dart.
what is that? Though?
And they're like, if they can't get it to bang for any reason, and they just really want to get their seed away, they can create a literal love dart which fires out of them and just injects into the other fucking snail and makes them pregnant.
Wow, that is the most like effective form of rape.
It's horrendous. Yeah,
Made.
you know, almost all duck sex is rape.
That's ducks not that into it. Then.
No,
Is it painful? That's why cats are probably not that into it.
yeah,
Yeah, I understand.
it's fucked, bro.
Yeah, they literally wreck them for anybody else. Like the whole term, you know, I'm gonna wreck you for anyone else. And they do. We must get it from. And we do it as well with pregnancy, but you know, theirs
Yeah,
is a bit quicker.
yeah.
Ours takes a while. Trust me, and effort.
Right, we've gone off topic here.
Yeah.
That's the end of Squishy Logic for this week. Thanks for being with us. Stay squishy.
And keep it logical.
Till next time.
Au revoir. Simple play from penis to vagina.
Nah.